See who's tapping in with me tonight. Let's see who's tapping in with me tonight. Let's see who's tapping in with me tonight. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see who's tapping in with me tonight. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me share the live, share the live, share the live. Let people know I'm in the building. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Tap in with your boy. Let's see who's tapping in with your boy tonight. Sunday night tap in. Let's get it. See who's tapping in. We about to talk about it today. Give me 1 minute, just sending out some invites real quick. Y'all tap in. Come on up in here and tap in. We about to get this thing started. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And you know, I expect it to be some fall off. You know, it is what it is. This is part of it. This is part of the building. So, y'all come on back up in here. I got some things I want to talk about. Got some things I want to talk about. Y'all coming up in here. Hit that like button when you come up in here. Hit that like button when you come on up in here. Hit that like button when you come on up in here. Come on up in here. Hit that like button when you come on up in here. And we're going to get into it tonight, folks. What's good, family? What's good, family? We're going to talk about it today. Y'all come on up in here. This is the topic. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We are the moral compass of America. And I want somebody to prove me wrong. How about that? I want somebody to prove me wrong when I say that foundational Black Americans, if we're not only are we the truest patriots of America, we are the real patriots of America. So I want somebody to disprove that, because I'm going to prove it to you. But I want somebody to try to say that it's not true. And I guarantee, if you go against what I'm saying right now, you're probably a tether, and you're probably a suspected white supremacist. But everything I'm going to hit y'all with is facts. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We are the moral compass of America. But before I get started, y'all, we about to get started. It's not quite 9 yet. I'm gonna bless y'all. I want y'all to hear a track. I'm gonna, I was gonna put this on the album. By the way, the album drops December 31st. FBA only, Black and Unapologetic. It drops New Year's Eve on Tuesday. Y'all need to get it, and y'all need to bump it very. It's meant to be played loud. Okay, the album is meant to be played all the way up. I mean, I need them to hear. I need them to hear this album 10 blocks away. I mean, when you pull up in the drive-thru. I mean, when you're going down your neighborhood. I want everybody hearing FBA only album. The album is out. I got 14 tracks on it. I'm about to bless y'all with a bonus today. I'm about to give y'all a bonus track that's not even on the album, that I'm probably going to release, and it's probably going to be ready by either New Year's Eve, by New Year's Eve or January 1st. I wanted to put this on the album, but I was like, I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't want to make it too long. I said 14 tracks, $10. It's only $10, y'all. $9.99. It's only $10. $9.99. Okay? I didn't want to do too much. I gave y'all 4 additional tracks. Everything I gave y'all my heart and soul. That's all I did. I gave y'all my heart and soul. I gave y'all what I thought the ancestors wanted y'all to hear, and I wanted y'all to vibe to. But I got something else for y'all. But this is the topic. We're gonna get into this. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We are the moral compass of America, and I don't think anybody can prove me wrong. I'm gonna stand on that. And I'm gonna stand on that. Okay? Nobody has gone through what we gone through in this country. No one is more loyal to this country. I promise you. No one has done no one could do what was asked of us to do. And I'm gonna just stop there because I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm coming from in a minute. But this is what y'all know what to do. Get the likes up to about 3K likes. I'm gonna start bringing people up, but I want to make my point first. But before I make my point, while we're waiting on everybody to get in, it's not quite 9 yet. I want y'all to listen. Those who came early, I'm gonna bless y'all. Y'all get a treat. I got a single that I'm gonna drop outside the album. The album's dropping December 31st, no matter what. But y'all get to prequel a little bonus. I want y'all to hear it. I don't know if I'm gonna play the whole thing though. We'll see. But while everybody's coming in, let's vibe out.
Yeah. It's the blueprint for the culture. Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah, we building legacies, brick by brick, stacking equity, breaking mental chains, now we redefining destiny. Knowledge in the books, but the streets hold a recipe. Pass down the wealth, generational supremacy. Ownership, the mission, no more waiting for the handout. Economics popping, turn the dream into a standout. Let the block back, plant seeds where the fam sprout. Teach the kids the game, let the cycle pan out. Loyalty and love, gotta guard it like a stronghold. Invest in education, now we worth more than gold. They can't stop the rise when the vision's this bold. Black print in effect, watch the blueprint unfold. Black print, we rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow. Start with discipline, teach them how to monetize. Circle full of builders, all the fakes we ostracize. Ownership of land, no more rent, we colonize. Time to take it back, see the world through sovereign eyes. Barbershop convos, wisdom in the dialogue. Blueprint to wealth,
y'all share it alive.
Go to leprechaun, unity the cheat code. Linked up like a hexagon, every move calculated, sharper than the Pentagon. Buy the stock slow, flip it when the market peak. Teach the kids credit, financial independence streak. The art of self-sufficiency, we climb steep. Faith in the grind, yeah, the future's looking deep. We rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow. Keep your circle tight, every king need his counsel. Vision on the future, ain't no need for the doubtful. Entrepreneur spirit, don't let the fear announce you. Every step a lesson, every L just bounce you. Blueprint for the power, education is the key. Teach them early, build the bridges so the fam can oversee. Turn pain into purpose, every struggle guaranteed. To build a type of life where the whole squad free. From Atlanta to the Bay, this movement worldwide. FBA to 5, feel the shift, it's a landslide. We architects of change, see the pride in our stride. Building for the future while our ancestors smile. We rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow.
Come on. I know I should have put that on the album, but I'm gonna drop the single. I'm gonna drop the single. I know I should have put that on the album, but I'm gonna drop the single. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop the single. I'm gonna bless y'all with it. I'm gonna bless y'all with it. You know, listen, I don't wanna create anything that's garbage. Okay? I don't wanna put out anything that's talking about nothing. When I do music, I want music that I can listen to, and I want music that's going to teach and entertain you at the same time. Edutainment. I want to indoctrinate you with the truth. I want to indoctrinate you with the black consciousness. I want, while you vibing out to the beat in the hip hop style, I want your mind to be conditioned with this game. I want to lace you. I want to lace you with the game at the same damn time. So the Black Blueprint, I'm gonna drop that. It's gonna be out probably Tuesday with the album. It's gonna be a standalone. I didn't fit it on the album. I was going to, but I decided, you know, I don't want to give y'all too much. I'm probably giving y'all too much anyway. But I didn't want to put it on the album. I gave y'all 14 tracks. I didn't want to give y'all 15 tracks by adding that on there. So I said, you know what? I'ma just release it as a single, as a standalone, and it'll be available either January 1st or December 31st, one of those 2 days. But it's coming. It's here. So that's what it is. But I'm back, y'all. You know, as y'all know, I got banana twice. As soon as I came back the first time, what happened is my account, they're targeting my page, and I get it. They're targeting my page. Let me make sure I don't got subscribers only. They're targeting my page. I allowed myself to be triggered. I went back and forth with a tether, and they mass reported my page and took me down. And when I tried to appeal it, they said no. And all I did was roast some tethers. I just roasted them. You know, that's what Foundational Black Americans, we are the inventors of the roast. Okay? There was not a roast before us. And you're not going to beat us at that game. You're not witty enough, Tether, to be a Foundational Black American when it comes to roasting. So, in a comedic fashion, I just roasted him. And he got butthurt and reported my page, and I got taken down. So I'm not going to allow that to happen this time. I don't see my mods in here, so I'm going to have to pay attention. I don't even know how many are going to rock with me, because it's like this whole month of December was a disaster for me. It should have been probably one of my biggest months on TikTok, but it became a disaster for me, because all they did was give me 7 days, so for 14 days, so almost half the month, I couldn't go live. I just couldn't go live. But I got a lot to say. And I'm coming back stronger, better than ever. It probably was a good thing that they gave me this 14-day vacation from TikTok, because guess what? Now y'all got an album. When y'all piss me off, I go to work. When y'all make me mad, I just work harder, I work longer, and I get stronger. That's what happens. When someone says I can't, I show them I can. That's what happens. You can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. That's it. I'm an FBA. I'm Foundational Black American. My work ethic is on the level of the greats. Okay, Michael Jackson, all of them. I got that same work ethic in me. Okay. And when y'all try to sit me down, y'all really just setting me up. Understand that, TikTok. When you sit me down, you're really just setting me up, because now I'm working stronger, better behind the scenes. Thank you for the likes. Let's get the likes up. Because we about to go into it. I want to prove my point. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots, and we are the compass of America. We are the compass of America. I want y'all to understand that. Okay? What's the definition of patriotism? Okay, what's the definition of patriotism? unwavering love, loyalty, and commitment to the principles and well-being of one's country. Is that not FBA? Is that not black? Does that not scream Black American all over that? Foundational Black Americans are the truest patriots of the United States because of their unparalleled sacrifices, contributions to the nation's foundation, and enduring fight for justice and equality. We are the moral compass of this country. If it wasn't for foundational Black Americans, there would be so much unfairness going on. Not only in America, but in the world. Let's keep it a buck. When it comes for standing on business and fighting against the system of injustice, when it comes to people who stand to replace a system of injustice with a system of justice, that's all FBA. And I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Believe me. Believe me, family. Believe me. The unpaid labor of enslaved Africans built the economic backbone of the United States, from agriculture, we're talking about cotton and tobacco, to infrastructure. Who do you know? You name a group out there that built a nation for free. You tell me that ain't patriotism. You built a nation for free. Who did that? Name me a group of people. Name me an ethnic group out there. Name me someone more patriotic than the Black American, than the foundational Black American. Name a lineage that built a freaking nation for free. No one could do or would do what we have done in America. Contributions to American independence. Do y'all know who 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶 is? Does anybody know? He's a Black man who was the first casualty of the Boston Massacre, symbolizing Black participation in the fight for American independence. Look it up. 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶. Black soldiers fought in every major American war, often without receiving the rights and the freedoms they were defending. Show me someone more patriotic than that. I'll wait. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance. Who's more patriotic than the Black American? You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Let me keep going. FBAs have been at the forefront of the fight to expand democracy. Who's been at the forefront of expanding democracy more than the foundational Black Americans? Pushing for civil rights that benefit not some, not half, but all America. All Americans benefit from civil rights. Let's keep it a buck. We are the truest form of patriotism in this country. The truest form. Key leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. emphasized nonviolence and equality, embodying the principles of patriotism. We could have stayed segregated, y'all. And that probably would have been best if we were selfish. If we were thinking about ourselves, which we are now. That's why we're delineating. That's why we're delineating. Because we probably should have stayed separate but equal. We probably should have kept it like that, because then we wouldn't have what we got going on right now, this immigrant debacle, this anti-Black hatred rise from non-FBA people who come over to our country and try to wag their little finger. and tell us what we ain't and what we not and who we don't got culture. Man, if y'all don't shut your mouth. Shut your freaking pie hole. Shut it up. Don't ever come over here wagging your finger at the great ones. We are the great ones, and that is a fact. You're coming over here because we stomped the yard and we put the work in already. Already we put the work in, and now everybody wants to come, including YT. Most of the YTs in this country are not foundational at all. You're freaking immigrants. You came over in the 1900s eating off of foundational black Americans who built this country for free. The truest patriots in this country, the real patriots of this country, are foundational black Americans. We are the moral compass. When it comes to right and wrong, we are the moral compass. Advocacy led to transformative laws, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. You're welcome. You're welcome, haters. You're welcome, tethers. You're welcome, immigrants. You're welcome. Their sacrifices during the Jim Crow era ensured the enforcement of constitutional rights for marginalized groups. It's us. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, brother. It's us. It is us. We had to endure the most. We had to endure the most during Jim Crow, y'all. My dad was born in 1942. What he had to go through just to be a man in America, my God. What my dad had to go through just to be a man in America. Could anybody endure that? And still say, I want to be in the military and fight for this country? My dad was in the military and he put in 20 years for this country. What's more patriotic than that? Than fighting for your country. What's more patriotic than that? Endurance, resilience, despite systematic oppression, that is the definition of patriotism in the world. Not just in this country, in the world. FBAs have remained loyal to the United States. Loyal to the United States. Despite enduring slavery, segregation, mass incarceration, and still we're under the YT supremacy of systematic racism. I want somebody to prove me wrong. Foundational black Americans are the real patriots. Not just the truest patriots, but the real patriots. We are the definition of patriotism in this country. Their perseverance underscores a belief in the nation's potential to live up to its ideals. If anybody believes that America will live up to its potential, it is foundational black Americans, because we keep standing on business. We wouldn't stand on business if we didn't think we were going to get what was owed to us. We wouldn't stand on business if we didn't think we were going to get what was owed to us. We do believe that we're going to get what's owed to us. We do believe that America will live up to its ideology. And we are going to hold it. We're going to pick up that mirror and show America who they are and make them be the greatest country in the world. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Where's the, no? It's in there? Hold on, y'all. Oh, where's the, The Prego. No, I need to go on top. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm in the zone. Okay. Okay. We don't need it, but I would like it. And some Parmesan too, please. Let me get to it. We are loyal to the soil. That's part of our fault at FBA. We're loyal to the soil. We're loyal to people who are not necessarily loyal to us. We were the most hospitable people on the planet. When non-FBA immigrants start migrating here and they start coming into our neighborhoods, we welcome them with open arms. You couldn't bring your bodega. You couldn't bring your African shop. You couldn't have your Chinese store in a white neighborhood. What neighborhood did you go to? Your Indian cuisine, what neighborhood did you go to? Your liquor store, what neighborhood did you go to, and who welcomed you? It was us, FBA. That's who. The truest and the real patriots of America. The perseverance underscores a belief in the nation's potential. We believe in this nation. How do you know? The innovations in music, art, literature, technology have made the U.S. a global cultural leader. Global cultural leader. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots, and we are the moral compass in America. That's a fact. Our economic and cultural contributions, my God, the world benefits today. My God, my God, my God. There's no comparison. There's no truest form of patriotism than a foundational Black American. We fought in every major war you can think of. We were there, side by side. We built the country from scratch with no payment. We did it for free. No other human being on the planet would do that for a nation. We did. Not only did we fight in our own wars, we went over to Korea. We went over to Ethiopia. We helped everybody out we could. There's no better friend and there's no bigger patriot than a foundational Black American. If you go to war, you're going to want a foundational Black American next to you to have your back. If you're building a country, you're going to want a foundational Black American to help you build it. Why? Because we have a track record that says we know what we're doing. We know how to build a nation from scratch because we did it. This country would not exist if it wasn't for FBA. And I don't think anybody can disprove that. While immigrants often contribute to America, they usually have a homeland they can return to, giving them dual loyalty. This is our homeland. We have no other homeland. Our commitment is here. Our commitment to America is unique and singular. There's no other flag that you're going to see an FBA wave but the American flag. No other flag. We're not gonna be in America putting up an African flag, a Caribbean flag. We're not going to do that because we are Americans. There's only one flag. There's only one flag you might see us have. And that's our Black American flag. But that is an American flag. That is a flag that pays homage to our ancestors and to our nation and to our lineage. But the flag that you're going to see us wear, when we go to the Olympics, what flag are we wearing? It's USA. We are the real patriots. We are the truest form of patriotism in this country. Truest form. We are the moral compass of this country. We're the only ones that hold America accountable. We're the only group of people that hold America accountable. FBAs have historically forced America to confront its hypocrisy from slavery to modern racial inequalities. FBA efforts have shaped the nation's moral and ethical trajectory. What we do always and is and forever will be monumental. 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 Patriotism is not blind allegiance, but striving for a nation where justice and equality prevail, which FBA embodied through activism. George Floyd, what happened to George Floyd? What happened? What did the world do? That was all FBA. I'm not talking about BLM. We know how BLM got co-opted. But I'm talking about FBA spirit. When we turn up, the world turns up. And George Floyd proved it. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We are the moral compass of America. We're the moral compass. We are the moral compass of America. Yes, indeed. There's nobody like us on the planet. We're the most unique people on the planet. And I stand with my FBA brothers and sisters 100%, 10 toes down. I love us. And I don't think anybody can tell me that we are not the truest and the real patriots of America. And to go against FBA is to go against America. And America will do right by FBA. They will. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. You can't get rid of us. This is our country. We fought. Our blood, our sweat, built what you have now. We've made more contributions than anybody in this country. There's nobody who can say they've made more contributions than foundational Black Americans. If there is, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Come up and show me. Tell me different. Bring your facts though. Don't bring the I'm white and I say so. Don't bring the I'm a tether and I say so. Come with cold hard facts. That's all I'm saying. Come with cold hard facts. come with cold hard facts. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots of the American. We are the realest and the truest patriots in this country. And I stand on that. I stand on it. I stand on it. Yes, I do. This is good. This is real good. I was expecting something different, but this is still good. I was expecting something different.
When I tell you I'm cooking, relax.
I'm going to relax. Yes, indeed. Sorry, man. My wife made some different kind of spaghetti, but it's still off the chain. It's still good. She put some cabbage in here. I don't know. This is what happens. This is what happens. I was expecting the spaghetti with the meatball and the mountain of Parmesan. No. I got something different. So where are my people that day? Have I been gone that long? Have I been gone that long? Have I been gone that long that yeah, y'all forgot about me? Have I been gone that long? Anybody see the phenomenal halftime show that Beyonce did? I watched it. I watched that phenomenal halftime show that, I'll be honest, I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I recognize greatness. She's great. And the cultural, the way that that she just rides for her people. I mean, country music. I'm 100% agree. We need to take back country music. I don't think Beyonce should be the only one in that genre. I mean, Beyonce can sing any genre of music she wants to. She can rap too. Shit. But her performance at the halftime was on the level of Michael Jackson. Let's keep it a buck. I still love me some Michael Jackson, and I still say he's the greatest performer of all time. But I'm going to say right there, I'm going to be honest with you, Beyonce's neck and neck. Nobody's doing it like Beyonce right now. I keep hearing rumors about her and Jay-Z, but I wish her and her family well. I don't like to see foundational Black Americans being built up and then torn down. But that's one of the reasons why, I rock with my people tough, man, because as long as I rock with my lineage, nobody can cancel me. Nobody can build me up, and nobody can tear me down. I don't have the ability to be canceled. You can't cancel me because I'm not in the dominant society like that. I'm not an employee of anybody. How about that? I'd say it like that. I'm not an employee of anybody. I have my own business. How about that? So it's better that way for me. I think more. So a lot of y'all, if y'all looking at my subscribers, everything's about to change. This is the reason why I believe in you got to pay for it. And I'll tell you what I mean when I say you got to pay for the game. Beyonce is nowhere near the entertainer MJ was. Come on, man. But whatever. I don't know, man. I mean, let me tell you like this. Listen. I'm a MJ fan. when I had the Thriller jacket, the I Love Michael T-shirt. When I was a kid growing up, I grew up in the 80s. But and I'll still say great entertainer, but I'll just say the cultural relevancy of Beyonce is needed. And her performance at the halftime show was spectacular. I'm sorry. It was spectacular. And I got to give her props. I really do. I really do. I really do. I got to keep it a buck. I watched it. Shoot, it's on Netflix. Go watch it on Netflix. I felt like I was at a Beyonce concert. And she did a phenomenal job. I probably saw more of it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was on there. I went to the Hidden History Museum. I was on Tariq's live. I went down there, got a picture. Me and my wife took a picture with Tariq, and that's really what I came on here to talk about before they canceled me, before they bananaed me, and put me on another long vacation until December 29th. So I came back December 19th, and I tried to talk about the 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏 celebration at the Hidden History Museum that I went to. The museum's phenomenal. The Hidden History Museum is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. What's up, Erica? I think I was by your house today. Or I drove by it, I should say. But I was at the Hidden History Museum, and I think it's phenomenal. And I think anything that black people do on their own and it stands alone is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So y'all got to go check out the Hidden History Museum. I enjoyed myself. The comedians there. I met 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶cie. Big J was a cool brother, man. I've been watching that brother since Facebook, right? Watching him build himself up. He's a great storyteller. I give him props. I'm not one that like taking pictures with people like that, but I had my wife with me, and it was and Tariq, I gotta get a picture with that brother. That brother's a legend. I'm sorry, he's a legend. I gotta give him his props. And then Big J, I got a picture with Big J because I just respect that brother, man. I just watched him grow to where he's at right now. And that's my first time seeing him live performing. He did an amazing job. And all the comedians there did an amazing job. All the comedians there at the Hidden History Museum. The food was great. Everything was great. Hey, they did their thing. And I appreciate the love and the attention that was set out there at the museum. I appreciate it. There was so much love in that room. So much love. I mean, black people, man, so much love. And that's what we got to go back to, the love. Do it for the love. We have to go back to loving our people, man. But I stand on this. I stand on this right here. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots of this country. We are the moral compass of this country. And nobody could do what we've done and still be loyal to this country. There's nobody more loyal than an FBA. I'm just keeping it up. We're loyal to the soil. Loyal to a fault. Even me. I recognize, and sometimes I look at it as a weakness, right? Because I'll be like, man, I'm loyal to the wrong cats, man. I was renting a buddy of mine's car, and his car kept breaking down. And instead of jumping ship and say, here, man, here's your car. I don't want to pay for it no more. I knew that he was still making payments on this car, and I just kept helping him out until I put my own self in a bind. And then lo and behold, they turn on me. They turn on me, who was loyal to the soil, paying to drive around in a bucket, renting to drive around in a bucket when I could have just got my own. That's how loyal you are to people these days, man. That's how loyal you are. That's that FBA, man. We're too nice. We're too friendly. That's why we're delineating, because if we don't it's just gonna be all bad for us, and we're not, you know, we're doing this for us, not for y'all. So if you're a non-FBA and you don't understand why Black Americans are delineating, it's because we're too nice. It's because we're too loyal. It's because we are too patriotic. It's because when we fight, we just don't fight for ourselves. We fight for everybody. And we can't keep fighting for y'all and looking around saying we're our allies and realizing that we don't got no allies. There's nobody that's going to stand in the foxhole with us. The Bible says 1 can slay 1,000 and 2 can slay 10,000. Who else is going to slay the 10,000 if it's not us? Who else is going to slay the 1,000 if it's not us? We have no help, and that's just a fact. Everybody wants to help us just enough so they can capitalize off of what we're doing. That's the only reason that they're even here. That's the only reason that they stand. That's the only reason they're standing next to us, is because they want to benefit from us. Because they know we got the motion. We got the culture. We got the influence. We got the motion. And that's why they want to stand next to us. That's why they want to pretend or even seem like they want to help us. So for our own safety and our own good, we can't trust y'all no more. Y'all got to hold your own nuts. We're done. It's a wrap. Venite. Venite. So I don't know, I might stay on this topic for a while, man. Because I want someone with an intellectual mind to prove me wrong. Because I know without a doubt that when I make this statement right here, that there's nobody that can confound me on this. There's nobody that can rebuttal this. Nobody. Is there any seconds to this, by the way?
What?
Is there any seconds to this? There's more? Okay, just checking. So I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna want more for sure. This is awesome. This is real good, man. Dang. Y'all forgive me. I came home late from work. And I still wanted to give y'all the game. I still wanted to talk to y'all. So my wife made me a plate. And I'm just gonna sit here and wrap it up with, wrap with y'all. This is spaghetti. Believe it or not, this is spaghetti, but it got cabbage in here. I don't know what happened to the ragu sauce. I don't see the ragu sauce. I know there's probably a little bit up in here, but however she seasoned this thing, it's off the chain. It's off the chain. So, oh yeah, I'm smacking. This thing is good, man. Oh my God. I hope y'all can't hear me smacking. I really hope y'all can't hear me. I know y'all can see me, but I hope y'all can't. I hope I'm not smacking loud. Too loud. So that's not good. That's not right. Oh, you can hear me. Damn. Damn, y'all can hear me smacking. Jesus Christ. No, I can't help it. I can't help it. It's that good. I'm trying to get finished with this thing so I can attempt to finish the show. But yeah, man, I'm standing on this right here. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We're more patriotic than YT people, than anybody on this country. We're more foundational than YT people. Most YT people are not foundational. They came over in the 1900s. They're Italian, they're Polish, they're Irish, they're everything but foundational to this country. We are not immigrants in this country. Most of these white people that come over, YT people that come over, I'm sorry to say, those are immigrants also. Those are third generation immigrants, second, third generation immigrants here in this country, acting like they own the place. You're a Johnny come lately at best. Okay? You came over for the YT privilege because your homeland also, even over there, the slums of Europe, you came over to greener pastures over here. And thank God that foundational black Americans built something for you. Thank God. Thank God. We built it for everyone. We're the only ones that don't get to enjoy in the fruits of our labor like we're supposed to. So I might go on again tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow morning. But it looks like 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is going to be my normal time, y'all. If y'all want that game, y'all going to have to stay up late to get it. So back to what I was saying, man. About the subscribe. Everything's about to change on the TikTok platform as far as my the show that I do. I know we were working on a business syndicate, but I think it's better that I just put together a what's it called? I'm just gonna give y'all a blueprint for success. That if you follow this, you can build an FBA business. Here's the problem: everybody's busy. I'm not trying to get on anybody's case. You know, I'm committed, but I don't know very many people that can match my commitment. So what I can commit to is I can create a course that shows you how to start a FBA e-commerce business and then take that to the next level and go buy the land and put whatever you want on that land. A shopping center, house, school, restaurant, daycare, whatever you want. Farm, whatever your dream is. I'm gonna create a course that's gonna show you how to get there from A to Z. And I'm gonna do you a favor by selling it to you. I'm not gonna give it to you for free. Because if I gave it to you for free, you wouldn't treat it like the real game it is. See, the problem with paying for a $3 subscription to my channel is y'all treat it like it's just $3. So there's no commitment really behind it, right? So that's why the $3 subscription is about to change to $9.99. Still not all that expensive, but it's going to require a little bit more commitment. And with that $10, I'm going to give you some perks. I'm going to give y'all some good perks. Like I said, my album is dropping December 31st. When you subscribe to my channel, you're gonna get a copy of the FBA only album. You're gonna get access to my books that I've written. Okay, and probably for an additional fee, whatever that fee is, one-on-one mentorship. One-on-one mentorship. I'm gonna mentor you, help you start your business from scratch, and get you to the promised land. But you're going to have to pay for that because that's me taking my time. But I'm going to put together a course. Give me about 2 weeks. I'll have a course ready to go with everything you need to do. And this is for the family. And I am going to charge you for it. The game is to be sold, not told. And believe me, when I'm charging you, it's a favor. I'm not going to I'm not going to tell you what the price is yet. I'm going to put the work in, and then I'm going to say, this is what I feel like it's worth. And it's going to be reasonable, though. It's going to be reasonable. It's not going to be nothing outrageous. But it's only for those who want it. And what you want to do is, you can do this by yourself, but what you want to do is you want to do it with a group of people. You don't want to be the only one. You and 4 other people, so 5 total. are going to team up and start an e-commerce business. And you're going to dream build. And as you begin to make money, and as you begin to be having those $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 months, you're going to set aside money and you're going to go out and buy the block. Go back and buy the land. I walked by some land today that was for sale, that was on a prime busy street. And I'm thinking, man, we need an FBA business right there. So that's what I'm going to do for the family. I'm not focusing on the business syndicate. It just, you know, and this is no shout out to anybody. You know, I understand everybody's busy. Everybody got things going on. But I know that the time constraint, the time constraints for the people, it just wasn't working out. It just wasn't working out. So this is not me trying to put down anybody, but I'm telling you that the subscription to this channel is going to change. It's no longer going to be $2.99. It's going to be $9.99 and above. And I'm going to give you so much value for that $9.99 and whatever tier you join. You're going to get so much value. Matter of fact, I probably will keep the $2.99 tier for shout outs, you know, for those who just want to strictly support the channel, you know, and want to be shout out every now and then, you know, give a shout. That's what the $2.99 is for, but it's going to be $9.99 and above. Okay, it's going to be $9.99 and above. Okay, and it's going to be worth more of my time, and it's going to be worth more of your time. So those who really want it, you know, those who are the seekers, you're gonna find the gold. Those who seek, ye shall find. And if you seek, you're gonna find the gold. And I only want to hang out with seekers anyway. Those who are willing to put in the work, pay for it, and get the game. So that's how we're gonna do that. So the channel's gonna change, especially starting New Year's. Another tier is gonna be added, a $9.99 tier, and probably a $19.99 tier. And then whatever I decide for one-on-one mentorship, that's what it's going to be if you want my help in building your foundation of Black American business. And also I'm going to have a course that's going to come in like 2 to 3 weeks. That's going to give you the outline, the blueprint that you're going to use. And you're going to want to team up. You don't want to do this alone. You need to learn how to trust other foundational Black Americans. You guys got to figure out how to work together, how to get along, how to communicate through differences and difference of opinions and difference of directions. And I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to show you how to set up a key person's life insurance. I'm going to show you how to set up a buy-sell agreement so you have dexterity and you have longevity in your business. And I'm going to make sure you also have an exit strategy. So I'm going to put all these things in place that I'm going to show you how to build a trust as well, so you can build some generational wealth with that, and so on and so forth. But what you need to do is you need to learn how to build a business. Will Jesus pay for the genocide of American Indian people to steal our land, Texas Apache land? What? It's weirdos, man. Weirdo. Let me see who this dude is. Hold on. This dude, he looks like a YT. Are you a $5 Indian, sir? Are you a $5 Indian? You know, I can't stand these $5 Indians, man. Does your DNA show that you have native? You know, I don't think so. I don't think so. So before I was cut off by the comment, I just got distracted by the comment. Well, Jesus, I don't know. But yeah, we're just, you know, it's better that way. So things are going to change with the channel. You're going to pay for the high level information that I'm giving you, and it's to your benefit, because anything you do for free, you treat like a $5 hooker. Okay, anything you do for free, you treat like a $5 hooker. So you're not going to treat me like that. I refuse to be treated like a $5 hooker, especially when I'm giving you high level game. So that's what's going to change starting New Year's. And that's not like a New Year's resolution. That's just something that I've always known, and I tried it the other way because, you know, sometimes you're just nice. And I realized, folks, I'm not nice. I'm not a nice guy. I don't want to be a nice guy. I just want to be I just want to be respected, and I want to stand on business. That's it. So no, you know, every time I go down this route, you know, it just doesn't really work out the way I want to work out. So also, I'm also adding some administration to the Discord. Those who are already in the Discord, I'm not kicking you out. You're still in there. But I'm going to add some administration. And I want it to be a internship that leads to something that's going to be a job. So eventually, I'm going to be paying someone to facilitate and administrate the project that I have coming in and the Discord, because I just feel like it's going to be a lot of work, and it's better if I have someone who can devote their time to it, and they get a little something compensated, so they'll do it the way I want it to be done, the right way. So it's going to start out. You're going to start out for free, but you're not going to stay free. It's going to be a paid position eventually. It's going to be maybe a 3-month internship or something like that, because I just need to test you out and, you know, figure out. And then as the projects come in, you know, you're going to get a percentage off the projects. You know, I get about 2 to 3 projects a year, and they pretty much pay for pretty decent money. I'll just say it like that. Pretty decent money, enough to where I can share. So the project I'm going to be working on in 2025, if you don't already know, it's going to be the FBA coin. Okay, I'm going to totally commit myself in 2025 to developing an FBA coin, a utility coin, not a meme coin. And I'm most likely going to stake it. And we're going to get the FBA people to get behind this coin. And this is going to be our currency. This is going to be our currency. This is going to be our generational wealth. This is going to be everything. This is going to be the future of FBA. And I'm going to commit myself to the FBA cryptocurrency coin. I'm going to go out there. We're going to recruit developers, and we're going to make this thing phenomenal. I want to get it done within the next 6 months. At the longest, a year, but I want to get it done in 6 months. And this coin is going to rival Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of the above. And it's only going to be FBA developers on this coin. I'm hoping. But I want the best coin that it can be. And I want it to be my gift, something that I do for my family, for my generation, for my kids, for my lineage. I want this something that can be done. I don't know why it hasn't been done yet. I don't know if somebody even tried to start it before and just didn't complete it. But I'm going to put my execution skills to the task, and I'm going to complete that for the family. We're going to have an FBA coin, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm telling you, they're going to unalive me one day, man. You know, my mindset's already set to that it's going to happen. They're either going to give me a glorious unaliving, or I'm going to have a peaceful unaliving. That's only 2 ways I'm going out. But I'm going big, or I'm going home. That's it. And I'm not afraid to be unalived. I'm not afraid. Not one bit. I'm ready. If this is what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I'm going to do something great for my people, and that's it. And I'm not even looking for recognition. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm working 100% for the fam. All these groups start and stop. I don't stop. I only know how to start and finish it. That's all I know. That's all I know. So, what I'm working on in 2025, the most important thing is the FBA coin. And I'm going to try to get that out in 6 months to a year, tops. If I can do it sooner, I will. But this is not something that you rush. This is something that you get right. And I want to get it right. It's going to be a utility coin. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to start it out at 1 penny, and we're going to watch this sucker grow all the way to $1. I'll be a millionaire behind this, and the people that work with me on this coin will be millionaires behind this. Okay? And it's going to be something phenomenal for our people. We're going to have our own currency. We don't care what happens to that dollar at this point. This coin is our blood, sweat, and tears realized. Cryptocurrency is the future, and we got to be a part of it in every way that it needs to be, in every way fashionable. I learned about cryptocurrency in 2009. I went to my mentor. I was all hyped up. I was all excited. And my mentor shot me down and said, man, stocks, bonds, mutual fund, and commodities, that's all you need to worry about. And if I just would have just went against my mentor this one time and just put $100 in it, it's not that it was a lot of, just put $100, I'd have been set in Bitcoin right now. I'd have been set. So I'm not missing the boat this time. I'm going to listen to the ancestors. I believe that they want me to do this coin. And I believe that when I do it, that black people will back me and back the coin. That's what I believe. So that's what I'm going to focus on all in 2025. I'm instead of doing the business syndicate, I'm just going to put together a course and sell it to the family. Those who want the game, get the game and run with it. But you're going to have to pay for it, pay for the time and things like that. That's it. That's where I'm at. I got so many things on my plate. I got so many things I need to accomplish, I need to do, that I got to be smarter with my time. Album drops December 31st. $10, 14 tracks. Play it loud, play it proud. This is FBA music at its finest. Let me give y'all a little taste of what's going to be on the album. Let me give y'all a little taste of what's going to be on the album so y'all know. Give y'all a little. I'm trying to figure out some of that that y'all haven't heard before. Let me play this real quick. Let me know. Let me see what y'all think about this. This is a Forgotten Founders. This is on the album, y'all. Check this out. Let that play.
We built this nation brick by brick. We laid the stone. Forgotten founders, yeah, they tried to claim the throne. Through the trials, through the pain, our stories in the soil. The roots run deep, can't erase the sweat and toil. We sing loud cause our truth won't fade. History's light shines on the path we've made. Rise above like the phoenix, we're bound. Forgotten no more, hear the trumpet sound. Cotton fields, the Capitol Hills, we shape the globe. Unchain the spirit, the fire in us can be sold. They wrote us out, but we etched in the core. Revolution in our veins, the fight's what we're for. Black Wall Street streets, we dared to ignite. Rebuild what they burned, still we shine in the night. Taught the world to move, rhythm in our step. Freedom cries echo deep, roots that never slept. They buried the truth, but we rose from the ash. Underdogs in the story, now we taking the stash. Founders forgotten, but the crown's on our head. Legacy lives even when the ink bled. This nation, brick by brick, we laid the stone. Forgotten founders, yeah, they tried to claim the throne. Through the trials, through the pain, our stories in the soil. The roots run deep, can't erase the sweat and toil. We sing loud cause our truth won't fade. History's light shines on the path we've made. Rise above like the phoenix, we're bound. Forgotten no more, hear the trumpet sound. Hustle in our blood, we grind for the prize. Blueprints of freedom, see the truth in our eyes. Built the railroads, paved the streets they stroll. Kings in the making, reclaiming the throne they stole. Legacies eternal like the whispers of the breeze. We plant seeds of change, rooted deep like trees. They profit profit off our pain, but our strengths and our scars. Shooting for the heavens, born to aim for the stars. Economic warriors, wealth in the vision. Rewriting history, no longer in division. This for the culture, for the names they've erased. Forgotten founders rise, history's face. We blaze this nation, brick by brick, we laid the stone.
We laid the stone.
Forgotten founders, yeah, they tried to claim the throne. Through the trials, through the pain, our stories in the soil. The roots run deep, can't erase the sweat and toil. We sing loud cause our truth won't fade. History's light shines on the path we've made. Rise above like the phoenix, we're bound. Forgotten no more, hear the trumpet sound. Voices in the wind, gospel in the fight, turn the page.
All right. 14 tracks, y'all. December 31st is dropping. Play it loud. Play it proud. FBA only. Black and unapologetic. I'm telling you. Hold on, let me. Just so y'all know. Hold on. Let me. I got some more. I'm gonna play. Probably one more. Probably one more. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Let me do this one right here.
Yeah. This one's for the ancestors, the ones who built it all, but never saw the reward. Time to get what's owed, reparations. Let's go. Yeah. They took the land, took the culture, took the gold, left us in the cold, never paid for what they stole. 40 acres and a mule was the promise they denied. Generational wealth snatched, left us to survive. Red lines boxed us out, Jim Crow knocked us down. Every system rigged to keep us locked beneath the crown. From Greenwood to Rosewood, blood on the ground. Whole towns erased while they claim the moral high ground. It's deeper than the cash, it's about respect too. For every broken family, every dream they threw. This ain't no handout, nah, this is payback. A ledger full of pain, it's time to balance that. They know us what's ours, can't deny the truth. Build the foundation, time to show the proof. Cut the check, make it right, bring the justice through.
Come on.
It's reparations now, yeah, we're coming for you. Picture grandma scrubbing floors just to feed her kin, while Wall Street profited off the color of her skin. Inheritance skipped us, but not by chance. They burned our wealth, left us empty hands. The Homestead Act, that ain't include my kinfolk. They gave away the land while our people stayed broke. And when we made progress, they blew it to dust. Like in Tulsa, jealousy fueled the mistrust. Every deed, every dollar, every loophole they found was designed to keep us tethered, bound to the ground. But now we rise, no disguises, no lies. We demand what's owed, let the check be finalized. They owe us what's ours, can't deny the truth.
Come on.
Build the foundation, time to show the proof. Cut the check, make it right, bring the justice through. It's reparations now, yeah, we're coming for you. Yo, don't hit me with excuses, I ain't trying to hear that. Talking about it's the past, we still feel the impact. My great uncle's debt ain't something he owed. It's the legacy of theft, and that story's been told. Pay the bill like you should've, ain't no discount plan. From the cotton fields to the ghettos, we demand that stand. America's pockets been fat from our labor and tears, but now the tables turn, watch us shift the gears. It's more than just money, it's about repairing souls, restoring what was taken, making families whole. Reparations ain't a favor, it's the justice we seek. From the valleys to the hills, hear the ancestors speak. They owe us what's ours, can't deny the truth, can't deny the truth. Build the foundation, time to show the proof, time to show the proof. Cut the check, make it right, bring the justice through, bring the justice. It's reparations now, yeah, we're coming for you. Yeah, we're coming for you.
Ooh, that was good. Woo, that was good. All right, hold on. All right. That's enough of that. Y'all make sure y'all get the album, man. It's only $9.99. It's going to be on all major streaming platforms. You can get it on Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's going to be on Roblox. The kids are going to be able to vibe out to it. There's no cussing in this, okay? It's something that the whole house can play. It's something that your grandma can listen to. It's something that your kids can listen to. It's something that grown folks can listen to, okay? This is grown folks music, y'all. It's something that, you know, and there's so much game in every track. There's so much game, so much history, so much FBA lineage and love in this music. You know, I stopped watching television and I stopped listening to music like 6 years ago. You know, it was just it went down a bad path. You know, and you know, you can just tell we don't control that. That's not the hip hop that we started. You know, it went from mumble rap to I don't know where it's going now. You know, so I just turned all that stuff off, man. Turned the television off, turned the news off. You know, I got plugged in with the grassroots, and I just decided to detox from all that, all the witchcraft, all the propaganda, and I decided to leave it alone. I decided that, you know what, it's not serving me. It's keeping, you know, what all it can do is keep you broke. But when you want to get up out of that living paycheck to paycheck mentality, you want to get up out of all the holidays and the things that they use to keep you in debt and keep you broke and keep you stressed out. You know, I just detoxed from all that, man, and my life is so much better. You know, I've always been kind of a minimalist, but I became more of an extreme minimalist. And that's where I'm at right now, man. You know, the reason why I'm able to create dope music, you know, I've been writing since I was 13 years old. But the reason why I'm able to create dope music is because my creativity is not hijacked. You know, my creativity is mine and mine's alone. You know, I don't, you know, I used to care about how I dress and how I look and all that stuff, but that's just wasting creative energy, creative cells on things that don't even matter. I'd rather withhold that and focus my creativity on things that do matter. And one of the things I was able to produce is this album. And I'm very, 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 very proud of this album, y'all. Very proud of it. I'm like this. If nobody like it, I do. If nobody rock with me, I rock with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy. I make music that I rock, that I like. You know, I want to say I'm creating, you know, if anything, I'm creating this music for the family, for the FBA family to enjoy. But let's say nobody liked the album. Man, I love this album. I put all my creative juices and energy into this thing. And I love it. So I hope you like it. I hope you go out and buy it. I hope you support. My thing is this, if my people don't make me rich, I don't need to be rich. So I hope you support me. I'm a righteous brother. You know, I stand for something. I'm principled. I'm a man of principle. And that's the way I roll. That's the way I roll. I'm not going to change. I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn to the core. Unless you change my mind, unless you come with some higher level game, you're not going to change my mind. I know what I know. I know what I know. And once I know it, just shut up. How about that? Just shut up. Because there's nothing you can tell me. And I mean that in the most respectful way. I'm just a man that stands on business. I'm just a man that has 100% belief in me and in the ancestors and in the Most High. I don't back down from that. I'm not into no funny stuff. You're not going to see me. I don't have no skeletons in my closet. You know, I'm as real as they come. I am who I am. And I don't try to be nothing else. I'm not a performative type of person. I'm not here to perform for you. That's not me. That's just never going to be me. If you're looking for somebody to do performative things, go check out their channel. But if you want that real, that high level intellect, that game that comes with it, that real game, that game that you can use like tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year, that's going to get you over the top. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I mean, I only got 13 people in the room. I appreciate all the 13 people that showed up, all the people that showed up in the room. I mean, I know I got more than that. People came and left, but I appreciate those who's in the room right now, who's rocking with me. I appreciate y'all, man, to that most. Matter of fact, I appreciate y'all so much. I'm gonna play one more song for you. This song is not on the album, but I am gonna release this song. I'm proud of this song too. I wanted to put this on the album, but I didn't want to just overdo it. So I decided, you know, even though I won't put it on the album, I'll just release it as a single and put it as its own standalone. It's called Black Blueprint. Okay? And this is something you want to play for your kids. This is something you want to play for adults. This is something that all ages can listen to. There's so much game in this. This is me giving y'all the game in rap format. So if you listen up, you pay attention. Now, even though there's some game in here, you still got to do your research. Don't go out there and start throwing money at stocks and you don't know nothing about stocks. Go learn about it. Understand. But understand, these are things that you need to do. Learn how to flip. Learn how to become an entrepreneur. Learn how to build passive income. This is the blueprint, the Black Blueprint. Y'all check it out. Listen up.
Yeah. It's the blueprint for the culture. Let's get it. Yeah, we building legacies, brick by brick, stacking equity, breaking mental chains, now we redefining destiny. Knowledge in the books, but the streets hold a recipe. Pass down the wealth, generational supremacy. Ownership, the mission, no more waiting for the handout. Economics popping, turn the dream into a standout. By the block back, plant seeds where the fam sprout. Teach the kids the game, let the cycle pan out. Loyalty and love, gotta guard it like a stronghold. Invest in education, now we worth more than gold. They can't stop the rise when the vision's this bold. Black print in effect, watch the blueprint unfold. Black print, we rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow. Start with discipline, teach them how to monetize. Circle full of builders, all the faiths we ostracize. Ownership of land, no more rent, we colonize. Time to take it back, see the world through sovereign eyes. Barbershop convos, wisdom in the dialogue. Blueprint to wealth, ain't no luck or the leprechaun. Unity the cheat code, linked up like a hexagon. Every move calculated, sharper than the Pentagon. Buy the stock slow, flip it when the market peak. Teach the kids credit, financial independence streak. The art of self-sufficiency, we climb steep. Faith in the grind, yeah, the future's looking deep. We rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow. Keep your circle tight, every king need his counsel. Vision on the future, ain't no need for the doubtful. Entrepreneur spirit, don't let the fear announce you. Every step a lesson, every L just bounce you. Blueprint for the power, education is the key. Teach them early, build the bridges so the fam can oversee. Turn pain into purpose, every struggle guaranteed. To build a type of life where the whole squad free. From Atlanta to the Bay, it's movement worldwide. FBA the vibe, feel the shift, it's a landslide. We architects of change, see the pride in our stride. Building for the future while our ancestors smile. We rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow.
Okay, everything good with you, cousin? Come on. What's good with you, cousin? You good, brother? You home for a bit? What does that mean? You just got in from work or what? Yeah, so that's I'm gonna let that be a standalone right there. That's gonna be a standalone. I just want something, like I said, I want to redeem the time, so to speak, man. You know, we don't got time to play games. I'm just gonna say it like that. We don't got time to play games. It's time that we stand on business now more than ever. And we don't need to be wasting our time, our creative juices, our innovation on becoming dumber, watching television and things that don't really matter. We got to play chess out here. 2025 is going to be, man, I'm telling you, we got about 4 years of grace, and we have to take it back. And I don't even know if it's going to be 4 years of grace, really, because, you know, lots of things is happening. Lots of things is happening. So we got to work with the time we got, and we got to use it wisely. I'm going to just say it like that. So FBA, we all we got. We all we got. We all we got. And I stand behind this message 100%. Foundational Black Americans are the real patriots. We are the moral compass of America. And nobody's going to change my mind on that. I'll probably come back up tomorrow. I'm not going to really mess with the mornings. I'm just going to be the late night tap-ins. Those who want to tap in with me on the late nights, I'm going to lace you with the game. Those that, you know, can't make it, I'm sorry, man. I used to do the mornings, but so much happens in the morning, man. All the tethers are awake and alert, it just feels like, and they attack my page. So I'm going to stay at the nighttime where it's less tether. And if there is a tether, he got to, you know, I don't know. If there is a tether, I'm just going to keep my calm and keep my cool. I'm still going to give him the business, but I'm not going to go all the way in like I went on the last time. Because I think I hurt this dude's feelings, man. He had my page bananas. I hurt this dude's feelings so bad. I don't want to punch down at these tethers, man. I don't got nothing for these tethers, man. Nothing. If you're going to hate, you're going to hate from the nosebleed. That's how far away you're going to be from me, the nosebleed. Hate from the nosebleed. But you'll never get in the game. And that's just what it is. What's up, cousin? Are you home, brother? Are you at work or are you home? I know I saw your message. You said you're home for a little while. Are you going into work or what are you doing? Talk to me, brother, before I sign out. You're home? Okay. Okay. Hold on, man. Come up and chop it up with me for a minute, man. Just for a little bit, brother. Just for a little bit, brother. Chop it up with your boy. I'm back. I'm back.
How are you today, sir?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Let me get away from this vent that's blowing my heat so we can make sure it stay calm and quiet.
Okay.
No, man, I made a mistake at work. And the question becomes, how are they going to punish me?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
And since I have a petty bitch in charge, you know, my life's getting ready to go straight in the toilet.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, bruh, there's employment, there's main income, there's side income, then there's other side income.
Right. Man, I've been there already, brother. I've been there already, brother. I got a lawsuit pending with a wrongful termination from this project I was working on. So I've been there.
Yeah. No, it's I mean, it really gets down like this. I may get an opportunity to fix it, but if it goes in and it gets fixed, it's gonna hurt the rest of the team. See, because it really gets down like this. You know, I work in a grocery store. I told you, I work overnight. Mm-hmm. They don't have it properly fully supplied or staffed like it's supposed to. They never do because you only require a skeleton crew. Understandable, not a big deal. But we're not supposed to purchase anything on the clock. Generally, you punch out and buy what you want to buy.
Sure.
I forgot. I had been doing it I'm doing my stuff. I go, I set it down in front of the thing. I go, I punch out because the clock's right there and so forth. And in this instance, I got my stuff. My mind was somewhere else, and I went straight to the register. Like I said, now whoever wants to be a petty bitch, if she wants to be a petty bitch, they got something to stand on. But
that is petty, though. That's real.
Where
petty.
Where I believe I have a leg to stand on is that, okay, I make the mistake, but there's nobody on Midnights who has register authority who can help me correct that mistake. So basically, you make a mistake, tough shit on you. You put me in an untenable situation. There's no chance or no way for me to correct my mistake. Now, how you gonna be a Fortune 500 company? I'm sorry, Fortune 100 company, and you don't allow for a mistake to be undone? So the question is the union, can I get the union to help see it my way? Or are they just gonna say, oh, well, okay, so I don't know what to do. Corporate America's got us by the balls. Hell, well.
So was this like today? Was this like recent?
It would have had to have been within, oh man, I don't even want to tell you all of this part. Okay.
Well, we got the.
I was actually, it really doesn't matter. I just say it like this. I set my vacation for my birthday. Birthday is day after Christmas, so I had my stuff set up. But we have to put our terms in or our dates in January by February. Okay. Well, if you got an incompetent team and you put your request in and they don't answer your request, do you not think that your request is still in and valid? Well, what she's attempting again, let's say she's a petty bitch. Do you have the paperwork from January, February saying that it was approved? Bitch, it's December. Do you have paperwork from January in December? You see what I'm saying? That's some petty bullshit. So my vacation got null and smoked. Okay, now mind you, I've already worked 51 fucking weeks. I'm looking forward to my vacation and my birthday off. I'm looking forward to it. Am I out of pocket for that?
No, that's petty, man. That's the politics, man. I hate that. That's I tell you, the politics, man. I'm glad that I have my own lane because I like not being able to be canceled and not being able to worry about someone doing that to me. I lease my skills to companies. They don't own me. They don't own it.
Yeah, that is the one thing. It's basically, I'm going to see how this go. But I really wanted to ask you this, man, because I know you did something on it a little while ago, but we ain't had a chance to talk on it, man. What's up with this Fat Joe garbage, man? What the? Ooh.
Yeah, listen. Fat Joe got me so bad that I had to come out with a diss track. I had to diss him.
I caught some of it. I did. Man.
I had to diss him, man. Let me tell you something, man. Fat Joe is greasy, is stupid. I don't got no, I don't listen to Fat Joe anyway. He was never in my top 30 of anything. You know what I'm saying? And just all the greediness and yip yap that he's been doing, man. I was listening to 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘵, man. 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘵 went in on him. Tariq did a really good breakdown of him, and man, I just fired back for the FBA. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let this dude talk to me. I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. So I put out a fact track about him. He ain't had no.
Hey y'all.
What's up, Wolfie? How you doing?
Good.
Are you planning on turning in early, by the way?
Mm-hmm. I gotta lay down with y'all. One eye open with y'all.
I will admit, at 2:00, well, I'm not in my usual room. I am laying down, but fortunately, my bed is one of them, lift beds. So I'm sitting up but laying down.
There you go.
But what's so beautiful about Fat Joe and all these tethers hating? FBA is coming together. They're gonna realize.
Ooh,
Oh, we
They're
careful.
gonna
tighter and
realize.
tighter.
A
We
lot of
getting
people might
tighter and
not.
tighter.
Yes, we are. And people are realizing what the FBA is, and they standing 100% behind it. And people not liking that.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what he
give Joe
thought.
10 years and he'll be homeless.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he thought. Like that was like. I guess he felt so comfortable around the Caribbean tethers that he felt
Mm-hmm.
like he could say what he needed to say. I mean, maybe he think he got enough money, or he's uncancelable, or maybe he's just that much of a Democratic shield right now that he thinks he can just get one off.
Well, I
I
also
think
said also the way he's talking,
go ahead.
using the language that he used, it sounds like he's trying to run for office. And he's got a little bit of name recognition. It was one thing the Democrats want is somebody with name recognition in the community.
Well, who's
He's
gonna
not
vote
gonna
for?
run for office. He's not even intelligent enough.
No,
Who's
he's
gonna
not.
vote
But
for him?
I'm sorry, they don't. They're not looking for you to be smart. They want you to be dumb as a box of rocks, so they can lead you and direct you and guide you, and you just gonna say, "Okay, thank you very much."
For which party?
Both.
He can't run for the Democrats.
I'm
Listen,
saying, as far as what you were asking, which party wants those type of people? Both parties
oh,
want those
both
type of
parties,
people.
yeah.
Okay, that's
But
what
if
I'm
I mean,
saying. That too.
if he go over to the Democrats and run, those FBAs that's are Democrats gonna eat him up. If he go to Republicans, those white T Republicans ain't gonna honor him or his race.
What black FBA is in the Democrat Party now?
He's done. He's
There is
done.
no black FBA in the Democrat Party. You cannot join the Democrat Party if you are FBA. This is what I'm saying. You do not get to go in there and be an individual and think you're going to do anything. You either capitulate to what the party says or you are gone. Look at Bowman. Not that I'm a Bowman fan, but every now and again he almost spoke up on a black issue and they smacked him down. Look at any
FBA
of
is a
these.
lineage.
I understand. But you don't see any of these FBA or we believe these black Americans, these foundational black Americans who are in political office, they haven't said a word. Have you heard the party say anything? That's what I'm getting at. They don't care. They want you to be a blank slate so you can just be a black face in a high space. And they can look and say, see, we got somebody right here. He ain't doing nothing for y'all, but he getting over. He getting paid. He got mansions and all of these things, and y'all sitting up here trying to figure out why are we getting beat up in jail.
Yeah, you know what? The year of the tether, being able to run for office and win, it's over. It's over. The moment we
If we
figure
don't
out
have,
who your family is and that you're a tether and you got a squiggly hairline or a big forehead or a messed up weird last name, you're not getting in
don't
office.
go too hard, bro. Don't go too hard now.
I know. I gotta calm down.
I'm trying to tell you, just
They
pull it
got
back
me
in
for a
right
week.
now.
They got me for a week. I'll be back.
I just
Oh,
got
baby.
back. I just got
I'll
back.
be back.
Oh,
They
I
be
just got back.
they be doing that mass reporting. I'll be back.
well,
Yeah.
of course they are. Did you all see this black conservative guy got up there? First thing he did a little TikTok thing. He got up there and he was like, I'm sick and tired of black folks on TikTok talking about white
I
supremacy
did.
and so this that.
I
Did you
did.
see him? And did you see when he came back with his reply
No, I
after
didn't
his
see the
second?
reply.
Oh, it's because it was the same thing. He was like, oh, since I got reported, we are coming for y'all now. We are coming. We gonna report all y'all. We mass reporting all y'all lies. If y'all say anything wrong, we fact checking y'all. Hold up, bro. Your whole rant did not start with we. Your rant said, I am sick and tired of da 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 da. But when you come back with a reply, now, like in typical cowardly fashion, you got stomped on and then you went and said, okay, I got to go get some backup. But see, if you were proper in your statement, you didn't need a backup. If you make a statement that you can stand on, why do you need backup? but you needed backup because what you spit out there was garbage. And now him and his, shall I say, cronies are going around and tagging folks. But it's all started because he said he was tired of this and then turned it into a we are tired of this.
So he's a
So
white
Yeah,
man.
some
no.
Africans saying that they stand behind FBAs and they're experiencing the same thing when it comes down to the other African countries, especially the Nigerians coming over to their country.
Yeah, I went into a live. What Reby was in this live? What were y'all talking about up in there? So,
No, they were South Africans. They was talking about the
oh,
Nigerians and
okay.
huh?
Y'all with the South Africans? Y'all was hanging out with them?
We
Oh,
sure was.
oh Lord.
It was all day today because earlier it was a whole South African that was hosting. You talking about that one? That one.
Yeah, I
It was.
jumped in there. I heard a little
I
bit. I
was in
didn't
two
say it.
South
I heard a little
African
bit.
lives today because that first one I went into that because of Reby. I seen Reby on the panel, and then we he was understandable. He was talking. It was about dating Africans, dating Black Americans, and what do we think? And then it just became a whole nother conversation, which was cool. Which was anytime an African is not going against us, it makes the other Africans mad. It makes the others really mad. You know?
I heard y'all was like, yeah, I like the way he dressed, and they dressed nice, and I was at.
Yeah, we ain't no lie. No,
Okay,
we
okay.
didn't say we like all them. It is some attractive black men, but at the same time, it is. I ain't gonna like. Boy, be quiet. You married
Listen,
to an African.
bro, let that
Shut
go.
up.
Let
You
that.
married to
You
an
ain't gonna
African.
take that. I'm gonna
Don't
say it
take
again.
that. You ain't gonna punk.
Forgive me,
You ain't
sweets.
gonna
I'm gonna say it just
bully
this
me
simple.
on this app.
If
I've been
you are
bullied before.
not doing the tether behavior, then you are not a tether. Period.
True.
If you are
And
not preventing, hating, stopping, working against foundational Black American agenda, you are not a tether.
Okay, okay.
that
But
is
if you
true.
open your mouth, if you make a peep in that direction, we gonna come down on you like the hammer of
And that's
Thor.
that's what it was. That's basically what it was.
All I know is
And
I heard what I like the weddings. I like hanging
the
out.
weddings are good. I've been in them. I told you.
They
I've
dress,
been
they,
saying that I'm not
they
reporting on
dress
my friends.
good. They dress good.
Cousin.
Uh-huh.
Haven't I
Yes, you
said
did.
I will
Yes, you
report on
did.
everybody but my friends?
She said she getting
You
that
did
grand, but
though. You did
but you
say
my
that.
friend, you straight.
You did say that.
And I said my friends are what? My family, right?
You did say that.
That's
I
right.
don't lie. I'm not reporting my friends. I report everybody else.
I heard that. I heard that. All right, I ain't got no smoke. I was just in there. I jumped in there for a minute. I was listening for a little bit, and then I had some things
Well,
to
I
do.
wish you would have came into the second one. I should have shared it. Well, but it was, you know how your for you page, it come down your for you page, And I went in and I was sitting down, and everything they basically was saying was basically everything we were saying. They invited me up, and we talked, and of course the Nigerians was trying to get on me, but it was cool. I mean, they're going through the
I'm
similar
like
situation.
iffy. I'm like iffy with South Africa because
I am too.
they say a lot of greedy things, and I understand
It's
that.
not all of them, but I am too. It's it's
I
it's
know
a
it's not
lot
all
of
of
them.
them. I know it's not all of them, but it's been enough of them on this
It
app for
has.
me that I'm like, yeah. I'm kind of looking at them like I look at Somalians now. I'm kind of looking at them like, I just
But it was a fresh a breath air to have. I mean, two separate South African lives. Than enough for FBAs.
I mean, and like I said, I rock with the Nigerians, I rock with the Kenyans, I rock with the South Africans that rock with. I rock with the ones that rock with us. That's who I rock with.
Exactly.
If they rock with me, I
Exactly.
rock with
I'm not gonna say a shady word. And by the way, that link I sent you too much.
them.
That boy over there getting busy, man.
What? Tell me.
Traore over in Burkina Faso and the Sahel.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Oh yeah. I love him. I love him,
That
man.
What
boy.
happened? Tell me.
Oh,
He doing some
okay.
amazing things, man.
I mean, grand scale amazing things.
You talking about the one that paid all they debt?
Yep. Grand scale. That was
What he
just
do now?
one.
He giving it. I mean, he doing some things with agriculture right now. That's like, man, top
Oh
notch.
yeah, I did heard that they grew all their food.
They are one of the largest tomato producers in the world.
Yes, I
Yet they
did.
do not have a tomato processing plant.
They
They
turned
do
that around
now.
pretty fast.
They do now. See,
They
this is
turned
what
that around
happens.
pretty fast.
See,
No,
when you're looking at Traore, Burkina Faso in this particular case, you have to understand they are one of the largest gold producing mines in the world. Okay.
oh,
Yes. And that's why they've been so oppressed. These other neo-colonial powers have been in there stealing their gold by the tune of almost a ton of gold a day. They have been stealing out of Burkina Faso since the French have been there. The French have been there how long?
so how they was able to do it in other African countries or not?
Well,
Because
Burkina
I know I
Faso,
looked up how much they get
Niger.
paid. They do have I mean, they say that they
Oh, they've
people is
got.
not living in poverty, but they're not making any money to
Well,
survive
all
either.
of I'm not going to say what I would say is that I'm looking at them trying and attempting to turn things around, and I'm saying yes to the moves that he's making and attempting to turn the things around.
It's gonna
And
be some
people
hardship.
and the people are behind him. It's not the coup attempts that are coming because of foreign national governments are attempting to take him out. But they were able to get started and do what they did because when Niger, Burkina Faso, Sahel, I forget the other one, they all had an individual coup and cast out their puppet masters, their puppet presidents. Then they came together. Okay.
So if an
They formed.
African like a kilo fossil come holler at me, y'all gonna get mad?
And once
I'm
those,
just saying, brother,
I
fine.
know, baby, I get it, baby. When
I'm
those
just
four
saying.
countries
I'm
came
just saying.
together,
hmm
they um,
I'm gonna make sure
decided
my
to
baby
make
be black conscious. Go ahead.
they decided to make Traore the president of their now newly formed coalition.
That is beautiful. It really is.
Okay,
It's beautiful to
then
even be around to
oh baby,
watch it happen.
listen, I've been watching this a minute. Okay, after they did that, he knew he was still gonna be in trouble because of the other African leaders
Oh
who had been
yes, he's in
assassinated.
trouble.
So what he did is he decided to partner with Putin
hmm
and Xi Jinping.
That's
See,
Japanese.
he partnered with Russia and China.
In China.
Okay, China. Okay.
Okay. That basically ensured that he would not be assassinated by America.
Not really.
Well, yes, of course, not really, but the idea is
You
nobody's
don't
just
act
going
like
to
you don't
walk
know
up in
these
there like
people.
that. No, I know. I'm just simply saying nobody's going to be able to walk up in there and just willy-nilly him. But he's also decided to team up with some other African countries who are also kicked the French out, who have also decided we're going to bring our military into your military and create a stronger military. Oh, they getting it up, girl. They getting it in. I'm
He has
telling
the
you.
manpower.
Yes, he is encouraging all of his
Well,
citizens, as many who are willing.
what he did was, because they don't have
That done got me all the way up.
they don't have WMAs in Africa. So what he did was he teamed up with people who do have them.
Right,
So if they come at him, it's almost like a WAR, and they can kick it off.
right, and that's not what they want to do.
Yeah, and that's not what they want to do. But I mean, trusting our shadow government right now is not
Yeah, no.
is not smart. But it's like you almost got to pick which demon.
I wish America would do what he did for us, paying off the debts. Um, Paying out the debts instead of giving humanity pay to all these non-factors countries and islands. They could have paid China, paid off our debt. or lower our debt ceiling
I actually
in
believe
order?
China. I hear what you're saying, but I actually don't
China
really
doesn't
even
want that
think.
debt to be. China doesn't want
Right,
that.
China don't want that debt money.
This
I
is
don't
what
want that money
happens.
back.
This is what happens when you owe a country. They get sovereignty in your country in exchange.
Right, they got land here. They're not giving up that land.
You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like they, the reason why they're able to lend so much to Africa is because they get sovereignty in Africa. They get to take over their ports. They get to do all kind of other benefits besides the money that they're after. So it's almost like if America pays off the debt to China, that means they don't want to be in bed with China anymore. And
Exactly.
right now, we're just gonna see what happens in Trump America with the tariff. That's all I'm saying.
We're in a global community right now. So the idea that we are not going to involve ourselves in other nation states, that's not going to happen. We're going to make business deals with them. Okay. If you are a powerful enough nation, of course we're going to deal with you. China is a powerful enough nation.
I
We're
have a
going to deal
question.
with them. Shoot.
You said that Mali has the most gold mines.
I didn't say the most. I said they were one of the largest gold producers in the world. Now, I would clearly put them in the top 5. I almost want to say top 3. Where they at?
Canada, Russia, and United States.
Canada's getting their gold from Mali. One of Canada's largest gold mines is in Mali.
It's a producing gold country.
But the only way gold is produced is naturally. I mean, I get what you're saying, but what they do, they get it out the ground and they send it to Canada, Russia, all these
Well,
other
we
little
the
places,
fifth
and they.
largest. United States is the
And
fifth largest gold producer.
I
Russia
understand what no sweets. What I'm
is
saying is, for the longest time, they've taken it out of the ground in its raw state and had to transfer it to these other countries, nations, business entities, so that it could be refined and turned into proper gold. That was where they were lacking. That is where the Western neo-colonial and the gold covering or owning companies prevented the natives from getting any kind of a skill set. They wouldn't
okay.
let
So
them learn
gold
how to
mine and
refine the
gold
gold.
reserve are two different things. I'm asking
The
for real.
reserve is where
I
the
don't know.
finished process is. The gold mine is where they're getting it from in its raw state. It has to be transferred from its raw state so that it can be refined to gold that we will use in our everyday life. It was this part of the process that the African nations, particularly all of them when it comes to the mineral rights, have been eliminated. They do not have a voice. They don't have a business. They have no action in these lanes. And that's where and why our African brothers and sisters are in the state that they're in. They come in, you can be the physical labor, but the mental knowledge you have zero access to. And that's how they've kept Africa in the state that it's
So
in.
how did the United States come number one as having the most gold reserve? It's because they had the mines and then they was
They
also
bought
taking
it.
gold from other places.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
They weren't necessarily producing.
No, we're the fifth producer of gold,
When I
but
say this,
we are number one as having the most reserved in gold. That's why I wanted to know what's the difference
yeah,
too.
the reserve is nothing but a bank. It's
Yeah,
just nothing but a bank.
the reserve is where you put the gold, right?
Right after it's all finished and processed.
After it's all finished, that's where you get the gold bars.
Yeah, so
Right.
we're number one as reserve.
Yeah.
Germany, Italy, France, China, Japan, and Taiwan. These are the top where's gold reserve. We have over
Right.
8,133 tons of gold.
So the
And
production of the gold, that's the
and the rest of them at least have 1/3 of what we have. But um for as because I really don't understand this and I want a good understanding. But
Okay,
for
it really
as
gets down like this, sweet. You have
mine,
to mine the gold in its purest form first. Okay. You get that part, right? It has to be mined first. You got to go in the ground. Okay.
That's why I was
Okay.
asking, because I always knew that we was number one reserve, and I knew Mali. I mean, from my understanding, I knew Mali in Africa was not on even on the list because I already looked it up. So I
Yes.
didn't know the
And
difference
no,
between reserve and
that's
mine.
the difference. The reserve is the finished product, and the mine is the first step in the process. The reserves is the last step. The mine is the first step. So of course, now you have to understand and look at this from how they want to present this to you so that they will put it like this. See, when I tell you we got all these large number of reserves, it's the producers who are actually giving me the stuff. Okay? I got to get it from somewhere because I'm not getting it here. Although America has some of the largest reserves, as we clearly see, you realize America as a country stopped mining for gold over 100 years ago. Now, are there some doing it here and there? Yes. Not going to say that they're not. But on a global scale, a business scale like they used to do it, no, that hasn't occurred in over 100 years.
So America still got gold that's untouched.
Yeah, we
The
still.
amount, yes, we do. It's here, but my belief would be our reserves that we have in our mines are nothing compared to what's in Burkina Faso. Are they there? Yes. I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Would the amount be what it's been in Burkina Faso? I'm going to say no, because they've been mining gold in Burkina Faso since Mansa Musa. Okay?
So they've been
We're
really
talking
taking
500
away
years.
from everything they have.
Yes, they've been taking it from Africa and delivering it and distributing it to the 5 Western neo-colonial powers.
Yeah.
So when you're saying reserve, this is how much we stole from them. We got 188 million tons of gold. We stole that. They got 100 million, 200 million. They stole that. They literally found a drone, a straight up drone, a few months ago. Brought the drone down, checked in for something. When they opened the drone up, the drone was full of gold. Why is gold on a drone? Mind you, this drone was a UN drone. Why is gold on a UN drone? They're smuggling it out. They've been smuggling it out for years, decades. They've been stealing it and acting and presenting it as if, look at how great we are. No, you're criminals. You're violent, evil criminals who have done everything that you can to keep your thefts as benign as possible. You don't want it to sound as violent as it has been. The closest, the most brutal thing we heard for a while, we don't hear the brutality of the gold mines, although they are, but the thing you hear the most brutality of is the blood diamonds. But you don't hear about...
Diamonds is a scam. Diamonds is
Exactly.
one of the biggest scams in the world.
And the diamonds are so plentiful, but they got cats thinking that they're rare.
Where is old boy? Is he in South Africa?
Burkina Faso, Mali, and all that? No, they're on the other side of the country.
That's more Western Africa.
America took 174 million troy ounces of gold from foreign mines, primarily in South Africa. I didn't know that. U.S. requires 89 million troy ounces of gold from foreign central bank reserves, mainly French and United Kingdom. The U.S. acquires gold from private holders in India. The U.S. requires gold from domestic productions in return of scrap gold and corn. I don't know what that means.
That means y'all go pay us in gold. No matter, we want X number amount of gold from y'all to be a part of the coalition.
Okay.
That's what it
The
is.
U.S. acquires gold through Exclusive Order 6102, which requires individuals and institutions to deliver most of their gold coins and bullions to the government. The Gold Reserve Act of 1934 transferred ownership of all monetary gold in the USA to U.S. Treasury. So They didn't came up with a loophole to make people pay them in gold and take their money.
See, told you.
If I'm reading that right?
Yes, that is exactly. I told you. They're presenting their crimes as if they're not crimes. They're using the
Yeah.
nicest, softest words. They're using legal
The
ease.
Gold Reserve Act of 1934. Do we all realize what was happening in 1934 and why this year keep on coming up? 1934. Let's talk about it. 1862 to 1934 Homestead Act of 1862, where they gave 160 acres to all the white tea and excluded Native Americans. They ended it in 1934. What was
Now wait a
happening
minute.
in
Let pause right there for a second,
1934?
sweet. Pause. I just want to so you understand what you're saying. At this point in time, with the Homestead Act, our white tea brothers and sisters settlers, the manifest destiny cats and kittens, went out west, and all the gold that the Indians did not choose to have or see as having value because for whatever reason, see they came in, got that up, and then took it back to the reserves.
And they went to Haiti and stole all the Haiti gold in 1915 and brought that back. You remember with the City Bank, right? The reason I'm interested in it is because we have the most reserve, and we're not Canada is in the top 4. We are top 5th in having producing gold, which I don't believe none of that now because America lied. But if Canada came to us, we would have the most gold in the world.
Well, I understand Canada has a lot of wilderness, and they do have their mines there. Do you hear about? There's really no other way to say this. You don't hear about
You
mining
know, man,
in
$250 a
Canada.
year. I find
You
a
don't.
husband to go work on mines.
You don't hear about mining in
I go marry
Canada.
me a foreigner.
You
Don't you
don't
want to
hear
put
about
American
these
work for mine?
aspects.
What you say? You know they'll be flocking to America. They paying you 6 figures to work the mines.
Yeah, but you got to understand, they gonna come in here and they gonna tell us 6 figures, and they gonna get up here and they gonna pay them $80,000.
No, they're gonna
And
pay
they're
them
gonna go out
45.
here. Well, no, they're gonna pay them 80, but by the time they get their house, their car, the da 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 da, they gonna realize they ain't making but $20,000. Okay.
Do y'all know what's about to happen?
What?
Y'all probably not gonna believe me when I say this,
I gotta tell y'all, look.
but let me tell y'all what's about to happen. Canada and Mexico is about to join the United States. And
That's what I'm
become.
trying to tell. That's why you just heard what I said. Yep.
Do
I'm
y'all
trying
know
to
that?
tell you.
Do y'all know that? We're
It
going
would
to
be,
absorb their economy, and they can do nothing about it.
and they will be a state, not a territory.
We're
And it will
going
be
to
wise.
51st and 52nd state in the United States is going to
And we
be
need to get rid of Puerto Rico.
Mexico.
No. No, why would you get rid of Puerto Rico?
Fat Joe.
No.
Yeah, Fat Joe.
We
Get rid
have
of all
Puerto
of
Rico. No,
You know-
hear me out.
They ain't top
We
black
have
American.
we have Puerto
I don't
Rico
care. I don't know none of it.
because it's in the Western Hemisphere.
Hold
and
on,
it has
hold
to come
on.
under the American protection.
Hold on real quick. Fat Joe is not Puerto Rican, y'all.
Get rid of the Cubans too.
He's not Cuban. He's Colombian.
Get rid of those too.
Well, that's South America. We can't get rid of them.
They can go back to South America.
Yeah, but as you just
I'm
said, we
just
get ready
saying,
to take
y'all.
over
I'm
Mexico.
joking. I'm joking.
Do y'all
I'm
know
joking,
what
people,
do y'all
but
know
not
what's
really.
about to happen? See, here in my opinion,
My mind is blown.
they've already done this behind the scenes, but it's going to become fully known in this next.
I have so many questions. So, how do they think that if we have the most goals reserved and we are in the top 5 in producing gold, how do they think Brick is gonna win?
Because they produce more.
I don't think.
Because
I
they
don't.
come together and putting their gold money together, right?
Listen, I don't.
It's not just. Let me say it like this, sweet, so you understand. It's not. Although gold will be one of those materials that would be used, it is not the only one that they use that has extreme and significant value. And these other countries have those resources as well. They have those minerals as well.
We do
And
too.
not like, okay, America is a fertile land. This is absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
And nature does not give equally, to quote Dr. John Henrik Clarke.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most fertile land on the continent, on the planet, is Africa. Is America fertile? Absolutely. Is America as fertile as Africa? No.
If Africa was so fertile, why they didn't
Because they have not
Africa
had,
and
sweetie,
take it over?
because they have been deprived of the opportunity to tend to their own needs. Our Western neo-colonial powers, remember once again, they have been tearing Africa up since 1850. They've been tearing Africa up and not letting the people do a thing since 1850.
They're still underdeveloped. They haven't got a chance to.
Okay, they had the
They
same
have not industrialized. No, sweetie.
that we didn't have since our civil rights. A lot of them have. They didn't have. They didn't at least had 50 years of independence or freedom. A lot of the countries in Cyberhawk. The only country. They
didn't understand the industrialization. They didn't get a chance to go through that. They're actually skipping that and going straight to technology. And then they're going to have to come back around and sew up everything else after they go to technology. They're the most I won't say technology advanced, but they're the most digital country. They're one of the most. They're actually one of the first countries that went from analog to digital like that. It took us a while. We're still transferring from analog to fully digital. We're still in that transfer because we're still kind of stuck in this industrial/hybrid technology phase. Like we have to make a decision: are we going to keep the industry? Because it's just another form of slavery, right? Industrialization is just another form of slavery. So they have to figure out what they're going to do when they go technical.
You talking about with the AI system?
Yeah, the AI is coming.
It's not so much.
How many years we behind? Because
we're not behind. We're not behind.
I doubt China and them being displayed the AI and all that.
Well, Japan. But here's the thing: they still need our technology and our innovation. They still have
in brains.
Yeah, they still haven't become free of us from that.
And why China is involved in Africa is because of the iridium, the radium, the palladium. These materials are why China is there. Same reasons that America is buying from there. The same raw materials are needed. Okay. And our lands do not come as equipped with those materials as Africa has. Our reserves are not what Africa's reserves are when it comes to these materials. And that's why these other countries are doing what they're doing. And that's why America's like doing what she's doing.
America really not doing nothing because America is kind of if America,
never think that America ain't doing nothing, sweetie. Don't ever think that.
I'm saying America, they're not doing nothing, so it's causing America not to do nothing. I mean, they have not done anything to punk America right now. They just talking.
They can't.
They can't. They really. I mean,
but they're not. They've never challenged America in that way.
They can't.
They have.
What's always happened is America has no.
Up to the borderline.
America has seen an up and coming leader, and somehow gotten that up and coming leader out the picture. I'll say it like that. That's what's happened with all of the strong African leaders who have come up over this last 50-year period, 60-year period. Whenever they've stepped up, they have been eliminated.
Let's switch the topic real quick because I know, that I just got a feeling they're going to try to flag. They're going to try to hit me with something.
Already?
Because the moment we start spitting some real game, that's going to hit you with stuff.
All right.
I just got back. So what do y'all think about this topic real quick?
What it says, foundation of Black Americans are the real patriots.
Moral compass of America. I would say, I'll be real honest with you. I would say I'm tired of that position. I don't want it no more because it don't come with no pay. So you can keep your moral position.
It doesn't, but we are the only ones that put the mirror in America's face and hold them to what they say. their fake ideology, or they say they want to honor. And we are the only real patriots in this country because we do everything without getting paid. We built the country. Who's going to build a country?
We're the only ones that they've ever attacked, though, bro. That's the only reason that this happens. Is because we hold the mirror up to tell them and show them. I'll just say it again. 𝗵𝗵𝗫 𝗀𝗁 and the Civil Rights Act got kicked off because of what happened with 𝗵𝗵𝗫 𝗀𝗁. When she decided to put that picture and Jet as a foundational Black American news medium, put that image out, and everyone can look and see the image of her son and what they did, they could no longer look and say, that's just talk.
Right.
Okay? Once that happened, it was great because 𝗵𝗵𝗫 said it best, and I love this quote. An injustice to one of us anywhere is an injustice to all of us everywhere.
Right.
So this idea that, well, it wasn't me, it didn't happen to me, 𝗖𝗄𝗏 𝗔𝗂𝗏, that happened over there. That happened in that community over there.
So that's why
those
George
are false
Floyd,
dreams.
That's why George Floyd was so
unifying. Yes,
unifying for the world, because when they saw that police officer put his knee on that brother's neck and that brother passed away,
with depraved indifference.
The world saw that, and they took the world there for us to see it.
And see, I actually had to stop watching those types of clips because I realized what they were doing. You know what a snuff film is, right?
No.
Yeah, I know what a film is.
Okay.
You know
that's what you're watching. That's what you're watching every day. You just haven't put it together. Most people haven't put it together. I'm going to say you haven't. Most people haven't put it together.
What is a snuff? Just give me the definition so I can know what it is.
It's a film where you watch someone literally become unalived.
Yeah, it's like a homicidal. It's like a homicidal crime. I can say it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
Yeah, it's
you seen the movie 8mm?
Yeah, yeah.
That movie 8mm will give it to you in its purest form.
It's like a thing where people will pay to see this type of stuff, and they get off on that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's a sickness, and that's what all of these news agencies, all of these little outlets that are constantly, almost on a every other day stream, continuously showing an unaliving. That's snuff. Those are snuff films. They're feeding you and the populace snuff films. They're desensitizing you to life.
Exactly. That's what it's.
I'm not tired of being the patriot of the United States, and I'm gonna tell you what.
This has nothing to do with you. I'm talking about towards humanity. This has nothing to do about this particular
No, that's
statement.
what the title was. I was just responding to the title.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
Sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Wolfie.
You turn a little old and you snappy, ain't you? Oh man.
Oh, baby, yes, damn it, yes. I get yes. There's some weight coming on, and I'm embracing 60. I've been looking for this.
I just started my diet, y'all. I think that's why I can't go to sleep. But no, the reason I say I don't mind. I mean, I know we are the patriot of America, but I don't mind because our family, our ancestors, our people literally made America. We made it. We did the culture. We built the buildings. We did the railroad tracks. We did the inventions.
And they want us to leave all this that we built.
We built it, and our blood, our spirit, our soul is in the roots of this land.
Our family is buried here, and they want us to go to Africa? No.
The more that we on this app, the more I realize we are the real and the only Americans. We are the true Americans. We are the ones with all the bloodline in us.
Come on.
Not just one.
Back to this land. If they draw their bloodline leads back to Europe, but our bloodline leads back.
And then, if you really want to get funny, we are more of Africa than any Africans because we got multiple African countries in our blood. You know, so But our history is here. We are
We
more.
are
Well, I
100%
like the
born and
ethnogenesis aspect
bred
of our
American
lineage.
born. Listen, a lot of the YT immigrants. Listen,
They
they're
came
Irish,
after a certain year.
right? They're Irish, they're Polish, they're Italian. You know, there are all these other ethnicities that they're really, if anything, third generation, second and third generation immigrants.
Oh
If you
yeah,
want to get technical,
absolutely.
that come over here acting like as if they're American now.
Hmm.
While
And
my family's been here for over 400 years, we're not
See, I like
pretending.
that tale that
We're
they
not
tell.
acting
Well,
nothing. We are America. We were here before there was an America, and we're here
we was here
even
before a lot
after
of
there's
white
gonna be
tea
an
was
America.
here. And that's the
exactly.
thing. And that's the thing. We was here before a lot of Asians was here, before a lot of white tea. But we was here before a lot of Mexicans and brown people because they was on their land. You know, even with the Fat Joe situation, y'all wasn't over here. Y'all came after the 1940s. You know, you can't participate in the culture that was already developing and evolving.
Come on, come on. That's facts.
Well, I can ride that horse. Look, look, I can ride it too. I can ride it too. See?
Man, we were already up top. We were already down low. We were already doing everything that you could possibly think of. And all
I
they
can
did was say,
explain
"Oh,
it
I
this
can do
way.
it too."
You Puerto Rican moved into a black neighborhood. The black didn't move into a Puerto Rican neighborhood.
Come
The
on,
black people's already having a neighborhood.
come
Wait a
on.
minute. Stop. Wait a minute.
You
You got
came over.
moved. Don't say you moved. You got moved and placed in a black neighborhood in
They
a
was
black
happy to do
community.
so. They was happy to
That's
leapfrog.
what happened.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
If they had had their choice originally, if they had a choice originally, they would not have moved into a black community. They would not have. They were not given a choice. They were told this is where you're going to go and start at. You get your start over there with them. Now, if you come up, and you should be able to come up because we ain't giving them the opportunities we're giving you.
Exactly.
You can get this business loan with no problem. You can get this home loan with no problem.
And red line
Your
it.
home is valued at this much? Absolutely. Their home is not, their home, which is better than yours, is still valued less than yours. Absolutely.
You can't stay in our rich white neighborhood, but you can stay in the middle class, you know?
Oh, you got to work your way up there, though. You ain't just coming here and getting there. You're
Oh,
going to
they
have to
can
work your
they
way
can
up
move
there.
into the
That,
lower middle class neighborhood. That's when they have the problems. They probably be
and
making more than a white tea, but they can't go live by the white tea. They have to live by the poor white tea.
I hate to say it like this, but not until they lose their accent. Then they can move out there. But if they go out there and they got a heavy accent, they go have an issue.
They are.
They go have an issue.
So y'all want
That's
to
why,
hear the whole song of my diss song for Fat Joe?
hell yeah.
Here we go right here.
Yo, Joe, yo, Joe, yo, Joe. It's time to fold you like a lawn chair. Stop fronting, this your last call. Let's talk
I
real.
like that one too.
Fat Joe, you built like a tether on stilts. You leeching off a legacy that FBA built. Ghostwriters got you breathing on recycled bars. While FBA's the engine, you just riding the car. You say we hate, but the envy's in your tone. Your whole discography sitting on loans. Lean back, that was Ashanti and Remy's play. Joe just showed up like a guest who overstayed. You ain't a don, more like a pawn in the set. Talking hip-hop history, now you deep in debt. FDA the architects, you a tenant at best. Still biting at the plate like a dog with no rest. Hold it, Joe, you can't stand in this zone. Trying to rewrite the past, but we carve this stones. Vultures get exposed when the facts get shown. You just the culture squatter, better leave it alone. Joe, you big pun shadow, not even as light. Without puns pen, you couldn't win a fight. You a tether with a tether ball flow, it goes nowhere. Claiming hip-hop, but can't pull your own share. Latinos help cool, that's true in the booth. But stop twisting the narrative, we the root of the fruit. Your catalog's a buffet, but FBM cooked the meal. You just grabbed the plate and ran up the bill. All the way up. Nah, you have
Ooh.
every hood got I was handed with FBA flair, trying to lecture the kings, boy, you out of your lane. Your boss got no weight like your cardio game. Folded Joe, you can't stand in this zone, trying to rewrite the past, but we carve this stones. Vultures get exposed when the facts get shown. You just the culture smarter, better leave it alone. Yo, Joe, you really thought you had us fooled? Hip hop without FBA is like Joe without a stool. It just doesn't stand. You a mini colonizer with a tethered agenda, playing games with a culture that'll never defend you. You call us a hate group, that's projection and style, like your lyrics, ghost-written denial. Every beat you wrote was crafted by our hands. You a tourist in a culture you don't understand. Your hits like your diet, mostly processed. FBA raw, we stay causing the stress. You envy our flavor, trying to hijack the plate, but you only get leftovers, rehated with hate. Joe, your boss thin, we can see through the cracks. This ain't a diss, it's some lyrical facts. Folded Joe, you can't stand in this zone, trying to rewrite the past, but we carve this stone. Cultures get exposed when the facts get shown. You're just a culture squatter, better leave it alone. Joe, you big pun shadow. Not even his light. Without punch pen, you couldn't win a fight. You would tether with a tetherball flow. It goes nowhere. Claiming hip hop, but can't pour your own. Yo, you and Don, you would tether with a crown. Hip hop's the house, Joe, and you just renting the sound. Lean back, nah, your respect leaned out. Ashanti carried the hook, you just shouting about. Your catalog a parody, a mirror of theft. Without FBA's blueprint, what's really left? You ain't a Don, you would tether with a crown. Hip hop's the house, Joe, and you just renting the sound. For the guns, for the lines, gotta stop. I'm page the climb to the top. FB, they built this stone by stone. You a culture thief, leave us alone. Folded Joe, you can't stand in this zone. Trying to rewrite the past, but we carve this stone. Cultures get exposed when the facts get shown. You're just the culture squatter, better leave it alone. Joe, you should have stayed quiet, my guy. This isn't your
I
lane.
like that hook.
That's the foundation. Fold yourself.
That's why I call it a fact track, not a diss track. 'Cause all I did was spoke facts. All I did
And if
was
you just wait,
everybody
and if
else.
you happen to get dissed, oh well, deal with it, nigga.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I wrote 6 verses for this, and I only put 4. I wrote 6. I wanted to, I was going to address the N-word, but I went too hard.
Yeah, that's the only reason I said it then, brother. The other way, because if he hadn't have said it, y'all know how I feel about that word.
I went too hard on that, so I said, "No, let me not even put it on the track because, I don't like cussing. I don't want to. I want this still to be, even though it's juicy and it's dissing Fat Joe and it's getting to the limit of where it can go there. I kind of regressed back because I wanted it to still out, just in case little kids are listening in. I want them to understand, the context of it, not just hear the vulgarity in it. So.
Yeah. That's why I said your hook was because it's flowing. Yeah, man, it's nice. I like that.
What made Fat Joe so mad?
Because he's not foundational black. No, if you really want to know what I actually think what made him mad, because I'd heard him mention this thing a little while ago, is when it came to the N-word. And he had made a statement, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't say the N-word. What?
I think Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe is trying to replace, remember 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie 𝘁𝗲? Remember that dude? Remember that character? I called it from the jump. He was a government informant. I called it. I said this dude is undercover, and he's using the music industry to get in. And he just happens to have a nice voice on the mic. He can yell really, really well. He's more like a rock star, not really a rapper.
Where he at now?
They kind of turned him into a rapper. I think 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘂𝗁𝗍 is working for I think he's been and always been working for the feds. And that's how
I couldn't tell you what his song or his track was.
That infiltrate that blood gang in New York, and he took everybody down, and he didn't go to jail for nothing. But yet he was the shot caller. He was the one saying, "Hey, I got a 10-pack to take out Chief." Whenever you hear people being too radical, they're the feds. And then he's the most radical one, and you got him on tape saying all these radical things, but yet he doesn't go to jail really for no time. He really didn't do any time. But the other guys did all the time because they actually acted out what he was saying. I think Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe is not just a government shit. I think Fat Joe could possibly be allegedly working for the Fed. He's been up for the longest time.
Well, like I said, I think he's just trying to run for office. He realized that I'll say it like this, his creative juices have run dry, and he's trying to keep that lifestyle up that he set for himself.
You got to understand what a plan is. He never had any creative juices. Supposedly, and this is supposedly because I don't know, I'm not from New York. He supposedly had the street cred. That's why he was rocking with Big Terror Squad and all those guys. Supposedly, he was supposed to be respected because of his street cred.
Because he was in a gang.
I don't even believe that, to be honest with you. And I like I said, everything is allegedly. I don't know for sure, but I just, my spidey senses are pretty good. Like I called 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie RH to be a Fed long time ago before people were even saying that. And I still think, based on what you see now, you can almost say, yeah, I can see him being a Fed. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, for me, like I said, I stopped listening to trash rap, mumble rap, and that's kind of what I saw him as having. So I couldn't tell you what his hit was or none of that.
Get along with Cuban links. Big Pun's widow don't like him. Okay, there's beef with that. Everybody got a greasy story to tell about Fat Joe, and he's known to be a liar. He's known to just lie. Mm-hmm. Just straight up lie.
Yes.
Like I was hanging around big notorious B.I.G. Do y'all believe that?
No, here's the one that got me that I like. Now I'm not sure how old Fat Joe is, and if you know, you can let me know.
He's just known to make lies, man, and just lie about stuff.
He said that his somebody in his family carried some crates of records, so that made him part of the foundation of creation.
Yeah.
He said a niece, nephew, a family member of his was down with one of the old school cats, but because he carried the crates with the records in them, he's part of the inception and the creation. Yeah. In that same interview. My somebody, they was out there, and what else he say? A couple of my babysitters came up with the whatever.
I did hear him say that, and I was like, he's a liar.
Oh Lord!
You can't believe what I'm saying.
He's paid to lie. He's just that's what they do. They go and infiltrate, get dirt on you, and then they use it against you, and they take you. Fat Joe is moving like an op. Let's just keep it about. Fat Joe is moving like an op,
and the people who support him are ops. Yeah.
And listen, y'all know, you already know what I believe. All of that Hollywood and that stuff is none of it's real. It's all fake. It's all propaganda. It's all witchcraft. I don't want to go too deep because y'all. It's all handler and oppie and it's
you got enough money to cover whatever ills you have done. That's what Hollywood is.
I don't respect none of it because it's all smoke mirrors and screens. It's all smoke, screen, and mirrors. That's all of it. None of it's real. None of it's authentic. It's all ran by the 3-letter alphabet crew.
It's all ran by big money.
That's what's
guiding everything.
It's not even big money. It's bigger than even the money because they use the money to get what they to psyop you. And I don't. And if I go any more deeper, they probably gonna.
Okay, yeah. We'll stop there. Okay.
But it's all oppie, man. All of it. Even the music awards and all that stuff. It's all oppie. It's all oppie. It's all for the psyop of the world.
Right. It's all for mental manipulation and to take your focus off of the fact that they're picking your pockets.
Yeah.
I got you looking over here. Pay attention to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, U, but don't pay no attention to S.
Whenever there's like tribunals and things really big going on, they Will Smith step up and slap Chris Rock. Take 3. And we just don't see how many takes it took. They say it's live, but I'm just saying, man, y'all gotta be just if you really understood what I understand about this fake fictitious world that they want you to believe is and they call it entertainment. I'm out of it. I'm just 100% out of it because I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing for them. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want none of that stuff. I don't want my kids, my unborn kids, to ever watch that stuff. I want them to be free. I want their mind to be free. I don't want them wasting their creative energy sitting on the couch. I want them using their creative energy to do something positive and constructive and beautiful and inspirational in the world. I don't want
the goal is to be an upliftment, not a drag.
I don't want them to be zombies. I don't want the zombie apocalypse to be happening right before our very eyes of all these couch potato minds that can't produce anything, that just depend on someone to take care of them. They're like babies, grown, rotten babies, flesh dropping off their bones, waiting on the government to take care of them. And I don't want that. I really don't. Like that means I lost. That means we all took an L. If it comes to that, that means we're at the point of no return. They won. Satan won. It's Satan, and nobody's it's a wrap. And I don't want to do with that. That's how bad that's how much I know, and I don't know what's going on. I just say it like that.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. See, I mentioned before that I wasn't. Well, let me start this over. You say I got to go live 3 times for a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen to some music for a minute, and after my 3rd time, I should be able to invite guests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But do it in 3 different times in a day, or just you can just.
Are you able to go live now, Kevin?
I believe I can, but the idea is, what am I doing other than just sitting? I mean, if I ain't got nobody to talk to, I'm actually quite content in my silence. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, just
I'm used to being alone.
Let us know when you go live, man. We'll support you. We'll come sit in the room and put on a hidden color.
This is what I'm getting. Well, I got to learn all of these things. I'll tell you honestly, when I sent you that link, that's my first time sending the link because I'm like, oh shit, it's that simple. Oh man, I'm complicating it in my own head, and I know that's what all of these processes are for me right now because I'm an old school cat. I'm a book and Encyclopedia Britannica, take your butt to the library kind of guy. That's what I grew up on. So this idea, I'm still transitioning into the ease of the modern world. I guess is the best way to say it like that. Can I improve? Sure. Have I had computer classes? Yes. I don't work with computers on a daily basis other than surfing the net. So how active are my computer skills going to actually be? I got a partner of mine, brother's a tech engineer. I'm not going to say he's a tech engineer, but he's a computer engineer. That's one of his passions and his skill set. He's been more than blessed in his journey, and I'm happy for him. But how he uses technology is different than how I use technology. As an example, I bring up a subject, he might immediately start looking the subject up. We'll discuss the subject, and okay, are you talking about this guy? Well, yeah, this is the guy. Okay, well, the literal conversation, I'm going to send you a link. Why are you going to send me a link? If you're looking at the picture of the guy, describe the guy to me, and then we'll have the answer right there. What's the purpose of sending the link? It's this type of loss, or should I say, when we cross our freeways without actually connecting.
Cousin, you're not too far behind, brother. You're not too far behind. You're right.
I'm not saying I'm completely lost, bro. I just know what I don't know. And I always, if I know what I don't know, then I'm operating how I'm supposed to be operating. Or as my brother told me a long time ago, you may not know what you don't want, but you do know. No, you may not know what you want, but you do know what you don't want.
Right.
And if you operate in what you know you don't want, you can't help but fall into what you do want.
That's right. That's right. And YouTube is your friend. You're familiar. You already on the YouTube channel. So YouTube, just type anything you want to learn in YouTube, and you'll get a gist of it and get caught up to speed. And it's better than sitting down reading a book, because you got to have like the how-to.
Oh man, when I started looking into, particularly when I hit this real angry phase a few years ago, and I just started looking into Dr. Claude Anderson.
Oh man,
Dr. 𝗖𝗄𝗏𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗁.
Come on.
Dr. John Henry Clark.
Ooh.
See, these the cats that oh man. See, once I hit that lane, once I got blue red pill then, and it wasn't no coming back. Okay? Period.
Man,
there was no coming back.
When Dr. Claude Anderson started talking about the 3 pillars,
man, he got.
That was it for me. That was enough I needed to hear right there. When we start talking about the 3 pillars to success, when we start talking about that and how we need to be running our floors like the government on this point,
I got his books right now.
That powernomics. I'm sorry. That powernomics is amazing. And you want to know what else? What other book I read? It was an NOI book. It was Elijah Muhammad. The book that Malcolm X read, and I wanted to read that book to see what was so powerful that converted him to Islam. I got to figure out what the heck converted Malcolm X over to the Nation of Islam. What book did he read? And he said the Message to the Black Man. Have you ever read that?
It was in my home growing up, but I actually never read it. Okay, I'm going to say this.
Everybody needs to read that book. If it was that powerful for Malcolm X, it will be that powerful for you. When I read that book, The Message to the Black Man.
I will tell you a scary book that I haven't read yet. I'm terrified to read it.
Let me tell you, when I read the whole Bible, that was already there. But next to reading the Bible from beginning to max will be The Message to the Black Man.
Oh, I got this.
How powerful that book is.
A Black History Reader, 101 Questions You Never Thought to Ask by Dr. Claude Anderson. I'm terrified to read this book because I know it's going to piss me off.
You got to read it. Now you got to read it.
I know. You know what? You're right. Because, see, the angrier I get, the more motivated I get. I won't say angrier, but I will just say the more passionate that I get.
When people piss me off, I get better. I just get better. It's almost like
a question right quick.
I need to thank them for pissing me off because I only get better.
Let me ask you a question right quick, both of y'all. Have you all actually ever truly hated anyone? Hated anything? Hated. I mean, just
no.
Let me think
Nor
about
have
that.
I.
I'm probably gonna answer like she answered, but let me really think about that.
I want you to understand. It was never a part of my character. I've always been the guy. I'm looking on the light side. I'm looking on the positive side. I believe in the upliftment, yada, yada. That is the nature of who I am.
Let me think about it. I ever hated
There was this now. Have I been pissed off? Yes. Have I been angry? Has that? Yes. These things have occurred. But have I actually hated?
Mm-mm. I never hated no one.
No. No.
Hey, can I say
But
something real quick?
shoot.
Hey,
So, I just left the live, right? I didn't know these Africans was really up here trying to say they deserve reparations with us. So I went up there and I ate them up, right?
Mm.
And they get me, you're anti-black, drop me, and then block me.
Which tribe you was in?
But my thing is, they were really so solo salsa.
You're breaking up a little bit, sweetie. You're breaking
They
up a little bit.
were
I thought it was
saying
me.
they deserve. I
Yeah, you
Oh,
breaking
they were saying they deserve reparation.
said, what have you done to deserve reparations over here? I mean, you really thinking that you're trying to make
You know, they got a dream of getting reparations from the United States government over
No,
here.
they deserve reparations maybe from Britain. They need to go holler at Britain
Exactly.
and CARICOM. That's what they got to do.
Whichever one of those Western neo-colonial powers enslaved and or hindered their
They heard
growth,
the
they are supposed to be charging that
They
nation.
did nothing up over here.
They heard the UN talked about it. The UN had just talked about Black Americans descendant of enslavement getting reparation.
I had to come
and
back
they
on my other
named
page.
Jim
Am I
Crow.
still up here? Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Now, can y'all hear me now?
Yes. How you do that?
Yes.
I have two phones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the other phone be trash. But anyways, so I was on the page and I heard these people talking about reparations, and I'm thinking, I said, let me read the room real quick. So I got up there because I'm bold. I go out in the battlefield. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I go out. I'm like, I'm hearing this African up here. What did you talk? What did you speaking on if reparations for? So I waited till my turn. I'm listening. And then it get to me, he was like, so I said, yes, Black Americans do deserve reparations. Black Americans. He said, so do you feel like Africans deserve reparations? I said, no, I do not think. I think you need to go on make another fight because you don't need to eat up off our plate. Something we fighting for. I don't know why you're trying to run around here and act like we're all this big one Negro. We're not. You don't have unity over there. Don't try to unify with us so you can eat off our plate. That's not going to happen. So he was like, the African got mad. You sound like you're anti-black. I'm black. We're all black. I said, we're all black, but Black Americans is our own ethnicity group. So I don't know why you trying to merge yourself with us. You ain't even merging yourself with other people on your own continent. So don't come over here trying to merge yourself with Black Americans. And then he was like, well, you sound like you're anti-black. I said, how am I anti-black? Because I'm FBA, sweetheart. I'm FBA. I'm Foundational Black American. I'm only standing for Black Americans. So the fact that you think you finna come over here, if you think you finna eat up off our plate, you got another thing coming. You better go on over somewhere else and fight for reparations. We need to go back to Africa and fight in Africa for coming over here demanding anything from it. America's in our land taking this, that, and the third. I said, no, your people sold you out. Your people sold you out, and you trying to blame that off on America, and that's why America ain't finna give you shit, because they know deep down inside that they gave y'all money, and your own country is treating y'all like ish. That's why you're fleeing over here.
So Halo, did I hear you on 𝗔𝗂𝗏𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘁 show?
Yeah, that was her. I was looking for it. I can't find it.
You on 𝗔𝗂𝗏𝗂𝘁𝗂𝘁 show talking about
Did you
we're
hear
gonna
me?
start a bounty hunter group or
Oh
something?
yeah, we
That
gotta
was
start.
her. Why?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard you
that
on
was
there talking
me.
about you gonna start a bounty hunter group and y'all gonna go get this money and y'all go.
Oh yeah, yo.
That's my baby.
It's $1,000 a head in America.
You gonna start a bounty hunter
I'm
group?
tired of it. Like why?
What you gonna name
Why
your
they
bounty
then blocking
hunter?
me? What you blocking me for?
You should name it Heaven.
Because they're weak, baby.
Travel.
They block you because they have a weak argument. That's
No.
why they
Let me
block
tell
you.
y'all something. Let me tell you something. Listen,
We gonna
it's
go
this
after
it's this panel, right? He called himself Big Manny or something, right? And he like a dating line or whatever. And he be on here, and why last night I was over there listening, right? And it's a 65-year-old man that live over here in America. But he African. I think he Nigerian. And he work in customs, right? And he met some little 28 little girl over there, right? In Nigeria, she never even had a passport. She never even been outside of Nigeria. He bought her a passport and got her a plane ticket to come over here, right? And now listen to me, the man, right? He working customs over here. Why that girl came over here and she didn't even meet up with the man, right? So the guy that run the show, man, and he like, Jennifer, you got 48 hours. You got, because now the man coming down on him, right? Thinking that he had partaken in setting him, and doing that man like that, right? So like he had something to do with it. So the man called him up crying on the phone and all that and everything. And, and I guess he trying to put the heat on him. So he like, Jennifer, you got 48 hours to come clean and show yourself because this, that, and the third. Yo, I was laughing my tail off, right? I said that girl ain't thinking about coming clean, showing her face or nothing. She is in the richest country in the world now. She can eat a little. He was like, you ain't gonna get no job. Yo, girl, it was so funny all night long. He was over there crying. He was so hurt. He was so mad. But look, Halo, let me tell you something. Y'all, them Africans, they can't get no reparations from nowhere. How you gonna cry? What it is, it's this jealousy. They so mad because they know eventually we gonna get reparations. And the thing about it, how they gonna get reparations and their president don't even care about giving them a decent chance to live life over there.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are they hosting lives about reparations?
They not gonna get nothing.
Why? You can't even come up with your own thing. You gotta piggyback off of what we doing.
Anytime somebody
y'all gotta remember one thing though. A significant number of these cats and kittens are under 40 years of age. So 30. their greatest battle is still listening to what we've said to do. They just don't know the histories that they don't know.
Hold on to employment and try to work and function it at a just imagine they came over here as a grown adult, most of them, and then they just started working.
They're trying their best.
I remember this was years ago when I was younger, right? I was working at Under Armour. And they had this old lady that just came here from Africa. That lady looked like she was at least 60 years old. That lady, she couldn't get with the program. She couldn't work. She was tired. She couldn't work, but I guess she had to work because that's what she came here for. What I'm saying is that them people tired. I wouldn't even pay them no mind. They're not going to get no reparations. You can't even talk to your president about helping y'all live a normal life in the country that he running, that y'all keep voting him in. Come on now.
Too much trying to say something.
Here's the reason why it's difficult for them to get reparations. They're not unified on any front. You're not going to get reparations. At least here in America, we got our little squabbles, we got our little beefs, but when it comes down to national, we get on cold. You know, it's time to stomp the yard, and we know we're one. We're one. If you got this tribe over here and this tribe over here, and y'all both jealous of each other, all you're gonna do is be two ends of a two-headed snake that's gonna eat itself. And that's what's going on. And you got a lot of, you got what I'm saying? These are young cats. Like you said, they just started working. The only way they get unified is when they come over here to America, because they're not unified over there in their country. When they come over here, that's when they try to get on code. And they're too small to do anything.
So they have to link up with each other.
And then that's only to go against us.
but they're not unified over
They're
here.
not even listen. They're not even strong. They're like you see that cartoon. You see that cartoon. What's that cartoon with the big dog and little dog Scrappy? What's that cartoon I'm talking about? What's that cartoon?
Pinky and the Brain. I don't know.
No. It's the dogs. The pit bulls. You know, little pit bulls. You know, Tom and Jerry. They're on Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry. Yeah, forget the names. Anyway, go.
Doo?
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
So you know that
No,
dog
not
is
Scrappy
like,
Doo.
come on, Scrappy. Yeah, Scrappy. Hey.
It's Spike and Scrappy. I think that's what it was.
That's
The
it.
big
We're like,
dog and the little dog.
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s. You know the last time I seen a cartoon?
Girl, I watched the cartoon the other day. Stop that.
I'm serious.
It's like scrap. It's like Big Brother, Little Brother syndrome. We're the big brother,
Exactly.
and they're the little brother trying to overtake it. They think they're big enough now, they're strong enough now to stand equal, and they're still. And you're like, man, you're not even there yet, brother. You got a long. I love the way you say it, cousin. How do you say it?
Decades ahead of. We're decades ahead of.
Decades.
Decades. Don't forget the S. Decades ahead of where they're supposed to be.
And y'all still fighting with analog. Y'all still fighting with Stone Age tools, and we already, we done built those. Those Stone Age tools. We don't use those no more.
You know what I looked up today? I looked up
What?
to see what all has Asian Americans have invented. That never bother y'all? How they get the credit for all Black Americans' inventions?
I want to say this right. I want to say this right, sweet. I'm not giving them. I'm not going to say that they've gotten credit. What I'm going to say, what I'm saying is that the image of them being successful.
To make the Caucasian
Asians are
man
the
over here.
biggest copywriters on the planet.
What do
They
you
just
think
plagiarize.
Asian Americans invented?
They just plagiarize. That's a good. What do you tell us?
YouTube.
What?
And
That's it.
They invented
YouTube.
look it up. Look it up too much. You're gonna see. They ain't invent nothing. And the only because I want to dissect Elon Musk and that other tether. And
Well,
they only go ahead.
they're talking. They're always going to be speaking from a position of wealth and power, looking as to the need of the wealthy and powerful to keep their wealth and power. And that means making sure that you have the proper engineers who can keep your companies moving forward. So they're always going to be looking out for their moneyed interest. There is no event in which somebody like Elon Musk is not looking out for his moneyed interest. Okay? That's
Elon
always
Musk is
first.
definitely looking out for his money interest. He got in that room.
So is Swami.
Okay, hold on. It's not YouTube. It's Yahoo.
Oh, my bad.
Yahoo. I was like YouTube. No,
Yahoo.
They
That's all they invented.
They are a co-founder of Yahoo.
That's all.
Founder of Zappos, and
We don't know what that is. That's why I only
I
said
think that might be a car rental thing, I think.
Memory cards.
USBs. Did they invent that? But oh well.
It's a tool to be used in the machine, and they have improved a tool to be used within the machine, but they have not actually. They did not invent and or instigate the overall initial process. Did they help improve the process?
No, they only come
Yes.
with the money to buy, just like the white tea man.
Well, no, they generally improve, sweetie. If I'm gonna be honest,
hear me out.
Listen, they are the biggest copywriters. They plagiarize. So what they do is, you go build your factory over there, right?
They're
And
gonna copy it.
you go bring some type of technology to do it. All they're gonna do is copy it. They're gonna, they're gonna work for that factory, copy it, and then go build their own. They're building Teslas out there, but they just don't call them Teslas. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
They don't invent nothing. Listen, their only claim to fame is gunpowder.
And the thing about it is, they trying to say that the Indians is well in technology. They ain't even no technology either.
So when y'all keep hearing them say that they're smart,
They're just acquired a skill.
listen, when y'all hear them say that Asian Americans are smarter, Nigerians are smart, when y'all feel, listen, YT people, you know what they just do? They just colonize everything and take they whitewash everything and say, oh, we invented this, even though they didn't do it. That's all we're the only ones, Black Americans. Let's keep it a buck. We invented it all of it.
Yahoo.
And we didn't have to go to school to learn how to do it. It's just something that the Most High put in us already.
The vision.
Look at
And then I'm telling these Africans trying to
look at these
stuff to us now. It's really
on the ground that we don't even know nothing
even our
about.
Even our inventions, they're trying to cling on to that.
And we become the best at it. Oh,
well, see what it is. It's propaganda from those who are in power, keeping those who are without power dumb.
We invented so many things, man. We invented more than any group out there
in a short period of time, too.
That's why we can never let them disconnect us from this land, because we built everything over here.
Now, y'all seen this movie Hidden Figures as clearly as I did.
Was built over here in America. We built it.
Now, that movie Hidden Figures, they kept them beautiful, black, powerful women 60 years from their just rewards. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with an entity and a force that will let you get your acknowledgement, but not until you're old and unable to properly benefit from it. They don't want you to have the information. They don't want the rest of the country to know that if it wasn't for Catherine, we wouldn't have made it to the moon. They don't want these cats to know that if it wasn't for the other sister, I'm sorry, I can't remember the names right now, that satellite would not have stayed up like it was supposed to. See, it's these types of things that the dominant society keeps hidden so that they keep those of us in our foundational Black Americanists in the dark. Mm-hmm. We're not in these places. We're not in these high places in numbers that we can say, hey man, you know she did this, right? You know this happened over here. This person did this. That person was actually there. The idea that the blue heart, Vivian, something that the Lord made when they fixed that particular heart ailment. Okay? He got nothing for that. Nothing. But the world benefited greatly. And that's what they've been doing to us. They've been taking from us and giving it to the world. Mm-hmm. And then they benefit off of it and say, look at what we did. Mm-hmm. But you didn't do a damn thing. Mm-mm. You sat there and watched. And somehow you think that watching means that you are a creator.
I take that back. They did invent YouTube. I take that back. They did invent YouTube.
They did invent YouTube.
And for real though, Africa should be giving us reparations.
What you say to
no,
me?
Sister, not.
We
those
got
nations
way
that no longer exist,
more
sister.
inventors than they. Listen, let's just keep it above. We got way more inventors than anybody.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want you to see that.
Anybody.
I want our confidence. I feel like if our confidence, and we see this, our kids' confidence will get high, because like we've been saying, we didn't know we was in a competition, but now that we know we're in the competition, we need to overachieve it. We are still these people. Nothing has left.
Agreed. See, the idea that you are already an exceptional being. It is their goal to prevent you from reaching the heights of your exceptionalism. And they use everyday tactics to keep you from achieving that goal. Those goals are achieved by depriving you of positive thoughts, positive energy, things that will make you or uplift you. See, if you're not being uplifted, then you're being dragged down. Don't let things drag you down. Yes, it may seem like it's important right now, But I promise, if you wait 15 minutes, you ain't gonna forget it. You be forgot about it. But in this moment, it seems like it's the greatest thing on the planet. Now, let me slightly back up because I know I posed this question to the panel before. I told you about hate. I mentioned hate. I hated no one, ever. But I finally decided on this one instance that I found a target and I was going to release this hate. Having never released it before, having never tapped into it before, having never looked at it as a viable force or thing. But once I did it, the amount of wind, shall I say, that was at the back of my sails, how high I soared, how powerful I felt I was. Man, that's a dangerous damn drug. So
Hey,
you all, yes, absolutely. Hate is a dangerous ass drug. Forgive my language, TikTok, but I'm just purely saying this from a scientific, personal scientific study. The idea of looking at hate, embracing it, and running with it, that's some powerful stuff, man. You will end up doing a whole lot of things that would be against every ounce of your character. It will turn you. It will make you literally, I'd say turn away from the very things that you said you would never do. So my encouragement would be to anyone, if you're willing to listen to it, is I understand anger. Do not embrace your hate. Don't feed your hate. It will only hurt you. It will not help you. It seems like it is, but it's not. It is ruining and destroying your souls. Okay, I'll stop right there, y'all, on that one.
I'm looking at all the inventors, and then do you know in the inventors in America, I'm talking about the top 40 inventors in America. I've already counted 6 black people. And Madam C.J. Walker is one of them. Sarah Boone is another one. The ironing board. Fred, what's his name? Fred Jones, the refrigerator. I mean,
Yeah, and you haven't even gotten a McCoy.
and then they got
Right.
a brother from Suriname, Jan Matzeleger.
you
He's
talking about the one with the shoes?
he's the shoe.
The shoemaker.
The soul. He put the soul on the shoe.
He made this machine too.
Yeah. And most of this stuff that we invented, we had no prior schooling. These are people that went to Oxford, all these highly educated schools, and we invented this
You
stuff
know his story,
with
right?
no schooling. Which one? You
He was
talking
a
about
freeman.
the shoemaker?
Yeah.
Lonnie Johnson, the super soaker. What else? Elijah. Oh, there you go. Elijah McCoy, mechanical engineer and inventor. He's credited with inventing a lubrication device that distributes oil over engines. If it wasn't
The guy that did the Atari cartridges.
you wouldn't have a car if it wasn't for Elijah McCoy.
And you know who he kin to, right?
Who is he kin to?
Who?
C.R. Patterson. That's their children.
Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan was the creator of multiple inventions from hair straightening formula to the early version of the traffic light we know today. How many? This is in America. Talking about the top 40 inventors of America, and I'm counting more black people than white people.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I don't think people realize that because and I know we might realize it, but I don't think the world realizes it because they give credit to, and now that they trying to use the Indian as the buffer class, they trying to put another buffer class on top of us. They noticed that it didn't work when they tried the Nigerians. It didn't work when they tried the Asians. It didn't work when they tried,
George Carruthers.
Hey,
Ultraviolet
Kiki.
camera. Otis Boykin is famous for creating a wire precision resistor that would be later used in radios and television. So without Otis Boykin, you wouldn't have a television
Without Dr.
or a radio.
Marky and Dean, we wouldn't have a smart TV because he did the personal computer. Our TV is a computer. It all boils down to us.
Mark Dean developed several technologies. He invented the first gigahertz chip and the industry standard architecture system bus, which allows external devices like printers and monitors. Come on.
And the personal computer and the color on the TV.
Granville T. Woods.
And the train in New York.
Development of the telephone and the electric transit system. He invented a telephone transmitter, which was later purchased by a fellow inventor, Alexander Graham.
And he died broke. They kept him in jail, in and out of jail. He helped with the that railroad thingy in New York, that train in New York. He helped invented that.
Uh-oh. Lewis Howard Latimer.
Hey.
Light bulb, Alex. I mean, all these. Listen, don't ever say that Asians are smarter than us, that Nigerians are smarter than us.
You see how interesting our stories get if we actually read, because
James
West, our inventors, y'all.
James West is credited with creating a device that is now used in 90% of all microphones. So
the ones we using right now.
For James West, we got the microphone.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm Jerry Lawson, video game enthusiast, owes a lot to Jerry Lawson, who invented the first home video game system with interchangeable games. I'm just looking at all these black people, man.
That's the Atari game cartridge.
Yeah,
I had one. Well, my sisters them had one.
Henry Blair. Hold on. Is famous not only for his agriculture devices, but also for the fact that he was one of the first black Americans to receive a U.S. patent. His first patent was for a wheelbarrow-like corn planter, which allowed farmers to plant their seeds more efficiently. His second patent was for a cotton planter, which split the ground with blades and deposited seeds as it was pulled along by a horse or other.
Agriculture there. We made it.
Oh, we got Henry Ford, was an inventor and businessman whose work revolved around cars or horseless carriages, as they were called, at the start of his career. In 1908, he introduced the Model T. The first car was affordable for the average. See, he's not credited with inventing of the first car. He's credited with making the first car affordable.
Who stole it from him?
No, he should have gotten credit for just creating the assembly line. That was it.
Yeah,
for streamlining the assembly line. That's what he has an invention for.
Ford stole his idea, and then they tried to ruin his 1,
2, 3, 4. George Washington Carver. 4, 5, 6.
But this is the point. The patent office was created specifically to make sure that the credit went where the credit was supposed to go, and that the credit would not go where it wasn't supposed to go.
Not if you were still enslaved.
In your top 40, if it wasn't for 8 people that were black so far, 8 foundational black Americans, you wouldn't have a light bulb, you wouldn't have a microphone, you wouldn't have a television, you wouldn't have a computer, you wouldn't have a radio. You wouldn't have a refrigerator that was used during World War II that was crucial in transporting goods so they could win the war. I mean, already, we're giants. We're giants and everybody else is ants. Let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck.
The goal is to keep you from realizing that you're a giant.
And this goes right back to my first question or statement. Foundational black Americans are the real patriots.
I've been trying to tell you, we the reason that America has culture and we have been moving America forward. We the reason that the world has technology. We've been moving the world forward. And instead they want to say baby mamas, baby daddies.
We are the true moral compass in this country. Without us, this country couldn't even stand. It would not even exist if we didn't come over here and build it. It would not even. It wouldn't even have made it out of if it wasn't for us.
And that's what
I wish they would try. Man, I'm so proud to be a black. I'm so proud to be FBA. I'm so proud. I don't care what I got to go through to be FBA. I'm proud. Thank you, Lord.
To quote the original, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
Thank you for this cup. I thank you. You know, I used to be like, man, you know, when I was a kid, why was I born black? Why was I, man, I'm thankful for this cup. I'm thankful for this suffering I got to go through. Because my people are so great. My people are so powerful. My people are so impactful in the world. I wouldn't want to be nothing else. I don't care what I gotta go through to be black. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for it. You couldn't if I was to die and be reincarnated, make me black American. Over and over and over again until we get it right as a people, reincarnate me back as black, and so we can get back on top of it.
We getting ready to get it right now. We ain't got to come back. We getting ready to get it right now. It's gonna be right this time.
We got it wrong at?
We haven't fully decided that we are going to move as one block.
Out of the black diaspora, since they like we're the only ones, and we're only 14% of the United States. We are the only ones that move the world above me to the future. We are the only ones who have successfully fought against discrimination and helped others come to a better life. We in the less than years than diaspora on the western side of the world, we have done more than them. And remember, South America got more descendants of enslavers. You know, we have done more than the 1.9 billion Africans on the continent.
I keep trying to tell everybody, we are the one that will slay 1,000 and the two that will slay 10,000. When the good book says that, they're talking about only one unique.
Why you think they got to gang up on us? They know too.
Us. You're not gonna catch one. You're not. Listen.
Thank you, Halo.
Thank you, Halo.
You got to sneak up behind us. That's your best bet. That's your best bet at taking one of us out. We don't know what's going on. You sneak up behind us. We're
you got to gang up on us. You're not coming at us one-on-one. You're going to gang up on us, and you'll only do it behind closed doors when our legs are tied and there are multiples of you all.
Y'all saw what happened to that brother?
I don't ever remember ever getting done that bad by any foreigner.
Did y'all see what happened to that brother in prison? How they had him handcuffed?
Yes, sir.
Was going to work on
that was sad. But why did they mute the video?
Well, the video, they never had sound on their video. They never had sound.
They said that the DA took it off.
No, okay, well, that means they never turned it on. It's my only point. They never turned on the sound. They had the video, but they never had the sound. And to me, I'll say this again. That's another snuff film. Okay?
Come on. That's a fact.
That's another snuff film.
That's a fact.
They're feeding the people this. Now, these people, if this hadn't come public, I need you to understand how the real aspect of a snuff film works. They're never really supposed to come public. If this film hadn't come public, this video hadn't come public, then these treacherous, evil individual entity forces would be circulating that video amongst themselves.
Did you see
forever. Their children would watch it. Their grandchildren would eventually see this.
Someone turned them in. One of the monsters turned them in. The way they was recording it, and his jacket was covering up sometimes, and you know,
it's the fact that they
I don't want to get
that many cats in one room.
I want y'all to go check out Candace Owen was talking to. How can I say this without getting in trouble?
To whom?
because they're really sensitive about this topic that I'm about to say. I'll just
Spell it.
FAKINGOFMOONLANDING. Did
Too
y'all get
fast.
that?
You got the first part.
Okay.
Slow the words down. Slow the spelling down on the second side.
FAKING
Uh-huh.
MOONLANDING. They're real sensitive about this. Candace
Well,
Owens,
see,
go, y'all, no, I just want y'all to go check it out. It's on Candace Owens' channel. She's talking to one of the guys.
let me put this to you.
When you hear the man, this is. I mean, I've always known this to be true. I don't know why I've known it to be true. I don't know why when it was first brought to my attention that it was all a stage, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women are just merely players. When it was brought to me like that, when someone told me that we didn't really do that, I didn't deny it. I said, you know what? I believe it. I believe it. I believe it never happened. But if you go check this out and you go see important why they would lie about this, why, and then how they have conversations today saying that there's a field of radiation that covers the certain atmosphere that doesn't allow anybody to go in and out of it. Like they say this in TED Talks and that they haven't invented the technology to get through this. I'll just call it a force field. There's a force field
Where?
that covers the earth.
Oh.
Let's call it the EM field.
There's a force field that covers the earth that we can't penetrate. We can get to a certain level. That's where Elon comes in, where he gets his stuff up there, and they can get into a certain atmosphere, but they can't go past it because they go past it. You can't be a human being. You can't be a living creature and make it past there. You can be maybe
a single cell amoeba, a single cell entity, or something like that.
You
a water molecule.
You can be see AI is so important because it's going to allow us to see things and do things we were never allowed to do. They're trying to get up out of here, but we're the only ones that have the skin, the right melanation to do it.
Listen, if they want to go back to Nibiru, peace. Okay.
I'm trying to discover.
All I'm saying is y'all that is worth a good watch.
That's how they bring back all types of diseases and stuff. I ain't got time for them.
I want y'all to go watch that on Candace Owens' channel. I know we're not a fan of her, but this is one thing that y'all do not want to miss. This information that she's talking about over there, and the person that she's interviewing over there. It's so interesting. It's so amazing.
I see. Here's the thing: when it comes to her, I told you before. I view her as a broken clock. She's right twice a day. Okay. I'd say that hear me out. I would give her more credit. I would give her a little bit more leeway, shall I say, if she hadn't come out and went into that Ben Shapiro right-wing ecosphere and started trashing FBA. You don't get to shit on me and then come and say, okay, listen, I know I shit on you, but we good now, right? No, we ain't good. There's nothing about you that's good. Yes, you're a broken clock. And the things that you might bring forth might be of a particular value, but because it's coming from you, I'm treating it as suspect.
But this particular one, you gotta go see. You gotta go hear it in its entirety and see it for yourself. You just got to.
And again, I hear you, but in a world where she get paid per view, no, she can't get this. She ain't making a nickel off this.
You have to look at it with different eyes. See, if they would lie about, they said that walking on the moon. I can't. Oh my God. They're about to come get me.
Go on. Just keep moving.
They
F1,
said that
F1, F1.
they said that this was next to God Himself. They said it was that important that it was next to the Most High Himself. Now, for them to say it and to lie about it, that kind of wakes you up a little bit. That kind of lets you understand the sinister, the type of mindset that we're actually dealing with. That they would actually lie about something this important that they said was so important. And it gets you, and if you go down that rabbit hole, you start asking yourself, why? Or what? There you go, Chloe. There you go, Chloe. You said it right there. If they will lie about this big thing that they said was so important that they're willing to unalive people over, what else?
But see, that just, in my opinion.
So when I'm saying
that means
you are God's chosen. When I say you are the people that we are so important to America. I'm gonna say this right now. We are so important to America that they had to brainwash. They had to remix and brainwash our whole history.
They really did that.
That kind of was the whole point of making sure that we couldn't read and write.
If they're willing to make the world believe that we did something that was impossible, you should be even more proud to be a black American. That's the eyes I was looking at it when I was watching that Candace Owens thing. That's the eyes. I'm like, we are that important, y'all.
Well, see, but we've always been that important, and the idea of them lying, that's like oxygen for them. They have to do it. They've been doing it for 500 years, okay? So the idea that they would make up that's all they can do is come up with a more grander and grander and grander lie. This is why you can only do certain tactics once.
It's one thing about...
You can only scare me about Donald Trump once. You can't scare me about Donald Trump twice.
Right, but it's one thing to say, these people are smarter than these people, and it's one thing but when you start understanding the fact why they have to make sure we stay at the bottom, when you start realizing the power that we have in our melanin, how powerful this skin is, how much it can withstand radiation and heat, and how much power we have just in our curly hair, and how it's by design. It's like a godly design. Our hair is a godly. It's a god. There's nothing like it in the world outside of us that has this unique power. When you start looking at it like that, man, you can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. I'm that powerful. I'm that powerful. And I'm gonna boast about it. You're not gonna make me be humble about it. I'm gonna boast it. I'm gonna yell it. I'm more powerful than you. You got more money, but I'm more powerful than you. I got the power. I got the dunamis power. And all you got is fiat money. It's no comparison. I'm born with the energy. I'm born with the waves. I'm born with the bop. I'm born with the beat, with the rhythm. And you're not born with it. I got the Majara spirit and you don't got. I got the soul power and you have zero. I'm so thankful that I'm a black American.
We're karmically connected to everything here.
Man on the moon.
And they are choosing to unplug from their karmic connection.
I don't want to say it because
are trying to force us into that unplugged state.
I don't want to say
See,
it.
that's what
I know they'll chop this. For really talking about this, you can get your TV turned off. For really even going into what I just mentioned, you can get your TV turned off because they're serious about this. It's a whole.
And if you can get your TV turned off, I like to take green about certain things.
No, all of this goes back to Bush and the Patriot Act and all of that time period, okay? When they said that they could spy on the American citizenry, it was over, okay? Cats have looked past this particular aspect. Now, they can spy on you, and then the United States Supreme Court says that money equals speech. What? So you know that most of your citizenry is of average and or medium income, and that there are only a certain amount. And there's some successful cats, of course, but only those successful cats will actually be able to have access to those who are in the governing bodies and positions of authority, because their level of speech is greater than the average citizens. And the Supreme Court said, "Yep. That's right. You ain't got no money. You don't matter in America." That's what's been going on. And they know what the average citizen has. They've been watching you for 30 years. They know. You got a GPS tracker right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're listening to everything. And TikTok is recording it all. None of these things are unknown. Okay? What we're doing is you're overlooking the steps that are backing you into a corner where you have no other move except to, and if you position me where I generally am always, no, let me rephrase it. I'm going to say it like this. I had a pollster come to my door one day, and I was looking forward to that. And there was a Democratic pollster. She decided to come and try and mention, how great the party was and mention Joe Biden. And I could also tell as I'm looking at this person that this person is reading my body language, because I'm good like that, because I can read people. And when she mentioned Joe Biden's name and she saw that not a hair, muscle, or nothing tweaked and twitched, she realized that she had a bit of an issue. Okay, no problem. Now let's forget Joe Biden. Let's talk about the party. I say, okay, great. Let's talk about the party. Then we go down this line, and I'm like, okay, in this particular case, you want to talk about how great California's doing. Yeah. And in this particular case and time, they had just said that the migrants were no longer, or immigrants were no longer going to be stopped by the police just because they may have looked like they might have been an illegal. So we're going down. I'm telling, so what you're telling me as a Democrat Party, you're telling me that this non-citizen has the protections of the Democrat Party and the state government. She says, yes. So yeah, but my black brothers and sisters are getting beat on and getting shot down the street like pew-pooed down in the street like freaking dogs. And I don't hear a peep from none of these people. So let me flip it to you a different way. Because she was kind of like, but I said, okay, if you're an officer in the state of California, now mind you, I'm in Michigan. If you're an officer in the state of California, you're no longer allowed to just randomly stop our Latino brothers and sisters. My question, how often are you stopping Asians in California?
Well, white tea.
Well, we're getting there. Because I had to make her come to this point. How often do you think they're stopping Hindus in California, Arabs in California? None of these things are happening that freaking often. Are they happening? Yeah, sure, of course. Statistically, it's going to happen a little bit. Okay? So how many white folks you actually think the police are stopping in California? Even she said, well, probably not that many. So, okay, right. And so now that we have this general idea of exactly who the police as a force are not messing with. Okay? The only force or the only people that they come down with the authority of death and the power of death with the state's approval are black people.
Come on.
And this is in positive, progressive, liberal Democrat California, right? And all she could do was acknowledge this. Well, okay, you know what? You might have a point there. Yeah, you think so, huh? Then Joe Biden comes in there, goes to his first donor meeting. Because I told her this part too. I'm going to ignore everything that happened before this election cycle when it comes to Joe Biden. The first place he went was to his big money donors. And the first thing he said to them was what? Elect me and nothing is going to change. That's what he told his big money donors. Okay, if nothing's going to change and I'm taking out this other cat, why am I taking out this other cat? I'm going to put you in because obviously most of the people have an issue with this other cat in this particular scenario. But if I put you in and nothing really changes and I can portray your progress as having not moved, this other cat can come back in here. This other cat who was nothing but chaos every freaking day. Every freaking day it was some form of chaos out of the White House. But okay, yeah, let's get him back in there. Nothing's going to change. Change has got to happen for me. If I do not see change, then I cannot move in this direction because all you're asking me to do is maintain. Without change, you can't have me. And that is where FBA, in my opinion, needs to be when it comes to the D's and or the R's. I don't care who brings me my check. I don't care who brings me the bigger check, but the bigger check is going to get my vote. The bigger check is where I'm going. And right now, y'all keep coming up at me talking about here's $15. Here's $25. Here's $50. Here's $150. Man, we live in a world of billions and you're talking about $150. Are you insane? That don't make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Is my point of view off? All right, man. Thanks for the rant.
Now, you guys, about to shut this live down, man. I gotta get some sleep. My wife.
Me too. All right. Good night, y'all.
Y'all get
Good
y'all
night, fam. Have a good one.
I'll be back tomorrow. Check me out.
All right. Night, night.
Yo.